Holy cow, I got to change the whole angle of the show, guys. 201 as we kick things off here on a Friday. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Chicago White Sox going to the World Series. They just gave a middle reliever, Sir Anthony Dominguez, $20 million. What? What am I missing? I don't get it. The owners are just idiots, and this is why it's all going to come crashing down upon us. Hi, Tony Gwynn Jr.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
I see stuff like this. When I saw Dominguez gets $20 million contract, my first thought was, wait, is there somebody, a free agent I don't know about that's worth $20 million?
It's 20 for 2, right?
Yeah.
2 years for 20.
It's still $10 million a piece. Is that a good contract for a middle release? He's a seventh inning guy.
Scrape. Can you pull up some of the reliever?
Is that signings? What the Padres are paying Estrada? $10 million?
No, because Estrada's under control.
We should go look at Jason Adams under control. We should look at
who are the back end guys that signed as free agents.
I don't know about stuff like this.
I'll go.
I don't.
Nonetheless,
anyway,
that
caught my eye. It caught my eye before I could get into starting to rip on Scraby for probably disliking something about Naomi Osaka. I couldn't get to that soon enough today.
This guy will not let it go.
Naomi Osaka, the hated one. Welcome to the show, everybody. Getting into the weekend. We're pretty fired up about it. Hope you are. 4 full hours on the program today, and we will be joined here this hour. Looking forward to having a couple of players from this scorching hot San Diego State women's basketball team. Bailey Barnhart, Kaylin Hamilton will be in studio here with us in a little bit. They have won 10 in a row, and they are going for number 11 tomorrow against San Jose State. So we'll have them in studio, and that's always a lot of fun. Of course, we're on the championship weekend for the National Football League. And I don't know, my excitement that I had, Tony, at the very beginning of the postseason, like I really was, looking forward to the first weekend and 6 games and trying to watch, every minute of all 6 and, the fact that they were all going to probably be competitive and that, the visiting teams had a good chance to win. The lower seeds could move on. And then last week you get the divisional round, and I felt like I got almost everything I wanted, namely that the 49ers got blown out by 5 touchdowns. So I enjoyed last weekend. But now we've come to the championship round, and I must admit, I don't know who to root for. Is it either rooting for somebody or is it rooting against somebody that will allow me to cheer for somebody else? I have no love for Sean Payton. I have less love for just the whole Patriot Nation. They've had enough.
Right. They've won too much.
Right. Sean McVay has never been my fave. I don't really have a dog in the race with Seattle so much. I can't find anything I don't like about them necessarily, but they don't interest me all that much going to the Super Bowl. If Jarrett Stidham's in this Stidham goes to the Super Bowl, is that going to be good for football? Is Stafford winning another? I don't know what to. Anyway, what do you? There's none of the 4 matchups make me fired up. Well, and something's going to happen because there's going to be 2 winners.
The AFC matchup's pretty easy to dissect for me.
Okay,
I'm definitely. How did you put it? Like I'm going to. I hate one team enough that I'm going to
you can root for the other.
That I can root for the other.
And you probably don't have the same hate for the Patriots I do because they haven't devoured your franchise for 2.5 decades.
No, I think they beat up on the Chargers when I was a big Chargers fan for quite a bit. And they won a lot. Let's be honest. They won a lot.
Do we really want the Patriots again?
But as you kind of pointed out, the dislike
Sean Payton thing's holding up
for sure.
What's interesting about the Sean Payton thing? I mean, there's a few things, and we'll get. I saw a clip today, and I knew this, but it kind of came back to my memory. It was posted on Twitter. I don't know why they chose today to post this, but it was highlights of Marshall Faulk in an Aztec uniform running up and down the field against the USC Trojans. This was a game I think played in early 1991 or 2. Opening game of the season. It was at Qualcomm. It ended in a 31-31 tie. So that's how long ago it was. There were still ties. in college football. But Marshall Faulk had a huge day. So I watched some of the highlights because I remember being at that game, etc. But somebody added to that, here's a fun little fact. Sean Payton was the running backs coach for Marshall Faulk at San Diego State. Sean Payton worked here. So I would think I'd have a little love for the guy, but I don't.
I just thought
I just don't.
I just thought it was trash the way he handled the whole Russell Wilson thing.
You thought it was the Russell Wilson thing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing that threw you over the top. See, I was lost a long time ago. I'm not willing to give up the bounty gate.
Yeah.
To me, and I know we can all change and hopefully we can learn from our mistakes. But anybody that's got a gene or, somewhere, a chromosome in their brain somewhere that says, hey, it's a pretty good idea to put a bounty out on Brett Favre and, try to injure this guy as badly as we can, and many other players during the season that we probably never found out about, so much so that he was actually suspended for a year. And I know, Tony, if he did enough to actually get caught, that he did even a lot more than that. So I just can't, I can never get behind a guy with that kind of attitude. I wish I could change, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, we're on the same page, ultimately.
So you're going to go with the Patriots probably I'm going with the Patriots because it's the best left over.
And then I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
You like the Seahawks thing right now. Well, I don't
really, there's nothing really
nothing standing out.
I'm
not talking about who we think's going to win, Scraby. Well, I'm asking Scraby. He's got two teams in his own division that he hates.
He hates 3 of the 4 teams.
So he hates 3 of the 4. So the only one you like is who? Denver? You're kind of stuck with Denver?
I hate 4 of the 4.
Oh, you hate 4.
But I will say.
I hate 4 of the 4. Can we clip that, please? That is you to a T right there.
I
hate 4 of the 4.
I'm choosing to go with the lesser of 2 evils, which is the Rams.
They're the lesser of 2 evils for you.
I like Matthew Stafford. I don't have any problems with their team. I like Devontae Adams.
I just like Seattle a little bit more.
I just
don't like McVay. That's the problem.
Devontae Adams is a good story. The guy's been to the NFC or AFC championship game like 5 times in his career. He's never made it to the Super Bowl. He's a class guy. He's one of the great players in the league.
I know this. Whoever wins out of the NFC is who I'm rooting for in the Super Bowl.
They're going to be big favorites, too. I would almost be sure. The one thing, I'll be honest with you, the best thing I've ever seen about the Seattle Seahawks is what you posted today, Tony. I really can't believe how good this was. I'm going to mention it now. Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, first of all, we almost had to fight Scraby just to get this thing
I don't even know if he's going to ever actually be willing to play it.
Actually, just keep hitting the dump button.
I'm going to announce right now that we are going to play one of the best clips I've ever heard from a coach on the first day that he ever spoke to his team.
His first day.
I don't think anybody could ever have a better speech than Mike McDonald gave the Seahawks on his first day. And don't shake your head because you haven't heard all the first day speeches. In fact, you haven't probably heard any of them.
I don't care.
Heard this one.
This one,
I don't care. I hate the Seahawks.
I want you to.
And I hate Old McDonald.
That's fine, Old McDonald. All right, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do is you're gonna hit play, and then
I'm leaving the room.
Get out of the studio.
Right.
No, I don't want you in the studio.
Start it. I don't even have it open, Tony. I will not contribute.
You're not going to contribute to anything
that propaganda on the Seahawks.
Well, this goes honestly in my mind, Tony. What he had to say goes way beyond the Seahawks, and it goes way beyond football. It goes,
man.
Scraby, shut up,
man.
I'm speaking about something a little bigger than just a game.
Yeah. Mike McDonald.
You didn't hear it, did you?
He hasn't.
He hasn't heard 1 minute of it.
I watched like 20 seconds.
It is so good, and it is such a good lesson for anybody out there who is trying to accomplish anything, and that includes football, but it also includes everything else, Tony. Yeah. It is a great message, and I sent it to Ben Pearson, who's coming in with the Aztec kids in a little bit because he is from Seattle. I said, you got to watch this. He goes, I already saw it. and he said, and I thought his comeback to me was pretty good. He goes, can you imagine how many players in that room kind of rolled their eyes when they heard all this stuff? I think it's a fair point. I'm sure not
Again,
everybody.
This is his first
it's his
day.
very first day. You got to believe that
Yeah.
a few of them did not buy this when he first said
For
it.
sure.
So
For
we're
sure.
going to play it, and I'm putting the pressure out there that we have to play it now because we've been talking about it. Scrape, you can leave the room. That's fine with me.
Scrape,
And
just
you can
get
stay
it
out of the room,
open
as a matter
so
of
I can
fact.
hit the play button.
I'm busy, guys. I gotta make graphics.
This is so petty, but it's so.
You know what? We both two can play this game.
I told you guys earlier today.
I'm just saying two can play this game.
I told you guys earlier today. I'm not in a great mood. I'm very tired.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm not in a great mood, so everything annoys me
You're not
today.
making yourself look any better right
No,
now.
I know.
I'm
It's been a
tired.
rough week, if we're being honest.
What is rough about it? What?
I don't know. I've just
What
had
happened?
a really, really emotional week for some reason. Usually I'm
Well, maybe you should hear this speech, and you might actually feel a little
No, it
pumped up
actually
about the
will.
This is
world.
exactly what you need then.
Yeah, just
It will-
take
no, it
take
would be
the
like-
Seahawks out of it and just listen to the words.
I will be like I forgot what I was gonna
I mean,
say.
I hate you. We know that he's got his own chapter in the book. Nick Saban has his own chapter in my book. But when he speaks on some stuff,
should
you
listen.
can really pick up some great stuff
You
from this
should
guy.
listen.
I'll listen to Nick Saban.
Well, I don't want you to listen to Nick Saban.
All right,
Oh, you just said listen to Nick Saban.
let's get
Just
the
I'm giving
break.
an example.
Let's get the break.
Yes, we will. We'll see what happens with this, but I want everybody to hear it. So we'll figure out a way that you can hear it. We'll talk football, the Aztec basketball. Hopefully they've got that bad call behind them. They go to Las Vegas tomorrow. We'll talk about that and all the Friday features on Gwynn and Chris.
taken a whole break for Chris and I to convince Scraby.
That's not true. We've been sitting peacefully with the clip ready for at least 4 minutes.
He told me, as I started to try to do it myself, he told me to get out of his way.
Well, that was smart of you to get over there, Tony, because everybody, especially Scrape, well, he doesn't like to be touched. So if you even get in
his space,
if you get in the neighborhood of where he's sitting, he's gonna finally react. That was smart by you, for sure.
For sure.
And he knew that his whole system was in jeopardy because I started to touch that keyboard.
Yes, we could have been off the air very easily.
Clicked on a few things. He started to get real uncomfortable.
We might have started picking up programming from Romania if you kept working over there.
I actually do think, and I've been saying this for years, I would like for you guys to come run a board segment because I think it would be hilarious.
I think it would be hilarious, actually.
I'm
open to it.
Okay.
I'm open to
because Tony, when I said you come do it, I didn't think he was going to, and then he did.
I'm kind of interested in how it all works. I mean, I know it's a lot. I've seen you at your worst, seen you at your best, so I know it's not easy. But I'm open to it.
This board's a little.
It might be a fun segment.
It will be a fun segment. Like I think you need to do maybe like a Chris versus the fans type segment. So there's a lot going on.
Oh, okay. So you just throw me the deep end right away.
Or we could go to like a regular
That's
segment.
not how you learn. You always learn with easier
if
stuff.
you would like to learn,
Work
we could.
your way up.
Yeah, I'll definitely teach.
I didn't say I wanted to learn.
I wasn't talking to you.
I've been in the business long enough that if I wanted to learn, I probably would have done it by now.
The other day we had someone in here doing some camera work, and this guy was in radio back in like the 70s and 80s, and he was telling us how radio worked back then, and he was telling us that back then you had to glue together pieces of audio and then you play them, which is insane.
I laughed internally. I didn't want to laugh out loud. I didn't know how he would take that at the time.
I think it was a badge of honor.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know if it would be rude to just laugh out loud.
Me and my buddy, my old friend Mark Lebowski, man, we would be in the back and cutting up highlights for the sports updates on a reel-to-reel tape recorder. Reel-to-reel, yes.
I love it.
So that's about the last time I knew how to do it, was when it was reel-to-reel.
As Chris mentioned early, Bailey Barnard and Kaylin Hamilton will join us in the next segment. Talk a little Aztecs, or women's Aztec basketball, off to a terrific start to begin the season. Looking forward to that. All right, let's get to this clip. As Chris explained, Mike McDonald went in first day of, I think this is OTAs. This is like the first time you really are meeting with your team.
This is before the 2024 season because he's now in his second season.
Correct.
So this is before his first season.
This was his address.
And you got the whole, real quick, but you got the whole, theater full of all the players. He's saying hello.
The whole organization is in there at this point.
Yes, and this is how he starts it.
All right, we got everybody. Man, this is pretty awesome, huh, guys? Let's go. This is awesome. We got a hell of a program ready for you guys. One of the things I want you guys to feel going through this program is that we have a vision for you and this football team. Here we go, basketball! But today, all right, I'm going to take you here now, so stay with me. I want us to just take a minute here and fast forward to January NFC Championship. It's 30-something degrees. All right, it's wet. It's windy. All right, shitty for them, okay? But it's just right for us. We're loose. We're focused. All right, we're confident. We just spent the last 9 months stacking every opportunity that we had to put us in that position.
I got one question. Do y'all feel it? This is what we said to message. No, we the best in the world.
Team across from us in the other locker room, okay, they've seen the tape. They know what they're in for. 11 guys playing as one, every snap. They know that we're like that.
Fire to the end zone. Ball is caught.
They know that they're facing a bunch of
That
Why'd you stop?
was that the end
Tony
of it?
told me
That
to.
wasn't the end of it right there?
Oh no, it was a little longer, but you get the gist of it.
I didn't stop it.
No, it's
okay.
good. It's good. I told you stop it. I thought it was I thought we had got to the end there. But nonetheless, he ended up basically predicting this very same moment that's about to take place. I mean,
he put them in the NFC Championship game. He did put them there a year early. They didn't make it last year. But I think the message is clear, to me anyway. And that is, before you're going to accomplish anything in the world, you pretty much better envision it first.
Right.
And that's what he did. And I got to believe, as Ben, said, that a lot of guys rolled their eyes, said, who is this guy? But you know what? This is something that he has seen, from 2 years ago.
Right.
Coming out on that field this Sunday. And I loved how he talked about the other team across the field. They're going to have seen us on tape. They are going to know what they're in for. I just think that it's top-notch motivational work by Mike McDonald. And is it beyond stealth to say that he risked doing that on his first? He didn't even say hello at the beginning.
No,
just started talking. He goes, everybody here? All right. That's a hell of an introduction.
Yeah, that was pretty good. They got a chance to extend this season, head to a Super Bowl. They can beat the Los Angeles Rams, and that won't be an easy task with way Stafford's playing.
No, and if you go back to the last meeting on the Monday, was it a Monday night or Sunday night in Seattle, right at the end of the season?
Between the Rams, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams should have won the game. I mean, the only reason Seattle tied the game, remember, is because what's his name, Charbonnet, reached over and bent down and picked up the football in the end zone and handed it to the official.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then they looked at the replay and said, 2 points.
That's right.
What? The game went into overtime. Yeah. So they got pretty lucky to win that game, Seattle. So it'll be. I think it will be the better of the two games. Unfortunately, for Denver, it's a bad deal for Denver. You look at the other backups. Jeff Hostetler, the Giants, was a backup, and I think we talked about Foles. Nick Foles took the Eagles, but those guys had played during the year.
Did you see that Nick Foles sent a pump-up tweet to Jarrett Stidham?
He said the Patriots are not very good against backup quarterbacks,
which
was
a good
line by Nick Foles, for sure.
In other news, I've been trying to avoid this the last 24 hours, but my man at ESPN, Baxter Holmes, is at it again.
This is the Laker guy. He's breaking up with a whole bunch of dirty laundry.
He has aired the Buss family's dirty laundry, and it has dragged one LeBron James involved in it as well. According to his report, Jeannie Buss at times felt that LeBron James was unappreciative of some of the things that they'd done, and including drafting Bronny James. Now, to be fair, Buss has denied any and all of this. And said
she said she didn't say any of this.
She sent out a statement yesterday.
Oh,
she said
that I did not know.
She said it's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has been pulled into my family drama. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true and completely unfair to him.
Go ahead.
No, go. I was just going.
Is that a backpedal? Because I don't know Baxter Holmes, and I don't know journalism in this day and age, right? Because we will do just about anything. But man, it would take a lot of marbles, as you like to say, to just make that up.
Yeah.
And say Jeannie Buss was saying that.
Listen, I certainly don't think
he couldn't possibly just made that up.
I certainly don't think he just made it up. There's sources probably that are giving him that. Now,
maybe, okay.
Whether the sources have that correct or not, I don't think any of us know. But nonetheless, it's already out there. Regardless of, especially in today's society, regardless of what
people are going to think it's true now.
Right, regardless of what Jeannie Buss says, people are already going to think it's true. So the damage from that standpoint is done. But what would the Lakers be with? This is been kind of quiet. They haven't had any drama like this in quite some time.
I will give LeBron credit in that he said that. He goes, look, I'm on the Lakers now. They've written a billion stories about every little thing.
Oh, is that what LeBron said?
And he also said, I'm just going to keep playing. I'm going to keep my head forward and play. And he goes, I'll be honest with you, there'll be another story next week. So he gets it where he is, the high profile position he's in. But I will say, and maybe it's just because it's the times, Tony, as opposed to, because Jordan is really the only one you can put LeBron in the same company with, and, guys like that. I don't remember these kinds of things with Jordan. I remember a lot of it after the fact, maybe after his career was over. People said he was tough to be around. But I also don't think there was this race to expose, little turmoil inside the locker room that there is now.
No, there wasn't this much coverage either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with more access, more cameras comes more of these type of stories, and it's put out there for the reader to decide whether they believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. LeBron's just he didn't appreciate it. Yeah, no. I also think, Jeannie Buss maybe she expected that because they drafted Bronny that, LeBron would throw her a party or something. And, so maybe she had too high expectations in that regard.
I just think the superstars she's dealt with before have had kind of a different approach than what LeBron's kind of the new age athlete. He wants to be an owner at one point, and so he's moving a little bit differently. But listen, I think when you have two successful people, at some point they're gonna butt heads at some point. Right?
Yeah, this doesn't change my opinion of anything.
No,
I've
exactly.
never been a huge Jeannie Buss fan. I don't dislike. LeBron's the same. I kind of am in the middle on both.
Yeah.
But the Lakers are.
I still like both.
Of course you do. You're a Laker fan. You should like both.
Let's get to break. We will talk some Aztec basketball on the women's side. Bailey Barnhart and Kaylin Hamilton join us next here on Gwynn and Chris.
Gwynn and Chris getting rolling here in the Bill House Studios. We know how. And all guests on the program appear courtesy of our pals there at the David P. Shapiro. They're on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. All right, if you're on YouTube, you can see that Bailey Barnhart from the San Diego State women's basketball team has joined us in studio. Kaylin is off to the side there. There she is. You got your own screen, Kaylin. But,
okay.
Great to have you ladies with us. Bailey is on the right. Kaylin is on the left. Bailey Barnhart is from San Diego. Went to Del Norte High School, was a standout there, all CIF, and one of the all-time leading scorers in San Diego section history. But she's a good kid. That's the number one thing. And the same goes for Kaylin Hamilton, young lady from McKinney, Texas, in the Dallas area. And Kaylin's mother, Veronica, played with Stacey Terry Hudson in college at Texas Arlington. And now, and both of their, Bailey's dad, Kaylin's mom, are both high school basketball coaches, which I think makes sense to me if you've ever been around these kids, Tony, and watch them play. They get it, and both of these kids are only sophomores. They're well above their years.
It's always nice to have some previous coaching coming in,
right?
That kind of set the foundation for you guys, I'm sure.
Definitely.
Kaylin, talk about your mom and her influence on you. And I know she watches the game. The thing that you've told me is the way your mom and Bailey, your dad, both kind of walk a fine line of, being there to support you as a parent,
Definitely.
but also, trying to help you along as you're playing a little bit. They know that Stacey's the coach of the team, not them.
Of course. I just think that my mom, yeah, like you said, she definitely knows her role now.
Yeah.
But she definitely takes the coaching role too. Whenever she'll watch film back with me and tell me oh, I see you're not doing this. Is your coach saying this to you? Because you definitely need to be doing this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think that she reminds me of stuff that I forget sometimes. Yeah, she's also a very good supportive person in my life.
For
and
sure.
She's one of my biggest fans.
Yes, she is. And really a nice lady. And Bailey, your dad, Brooks, who played at USD, we've talked about this before. He was an all-conference player at USD. But Bailey and her dad, you guys have a fun relationship, one that seems built on kind of, I don't say picking on each other a little bit, but always supportive,
Yeah. I mean,
Fair enough to say?
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of just joke around. I feel like I get my sense of humor from him. Mostly. No knock on my mom. But yeah, it's just kind of like a competition at this point to see who's funnier.
To see who's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the four of you guys, you two, Naomi, and Nat, all came in together. How cool is it to have, a group of people that you kind of have bonded with, and not only that, all four of you guys are contributing to on the court. I've had roommates where it's not necessarily been the same, and that can kind of make things a little weird. But all four of you guys are contributing to this team.
Yeah, I mean, we were really excited that everybody decided to stay from last year, just so we could build in practice. And then, obviously our living situations, we're all best friends. That's the majority. The time I spent is majority with them. So just having that continue on from last year was really awesome, and hoping to continue that on for the future.
The naysayer over here, our producer, Matt Scraby, said, don't they get tired of each other? That's Mr. Naysayer earlier. Kaylin, you care to address that?
Honestly, no.
That's good. Yeah.
These girls are my sisters. So I appreciate their company and they're hard workers. So
Let's talk about the team a little bit. I mean, 10 in a row, which is the longest streak that Stacey Terry Hudson has ever been a part of. You guys are 14-3. You are in first place, but it's only the midway point of the Mountain West season. I know you guys know there's a lot of work to be done, but last Saturday, a huge win at UNLV. They were also undefeated, knocked them off in overtime. And so I know this team's feeling good about itself. Where do you think you are, Bailey, at the midway point?
Honestly, just excited, motivated for March. Obviously these games are super crucial, and being in the number 1 standpoint is like really special. I know that we were just talking about it today, how it's like the high of our week, being in that number 1 spot, but just continuing that on all the way till March so we could get a good seeding for the tournament and hopefully win the tournament and go from there.
Kaylin, you guys won it last year.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable ride, and we talked about it all often on this show, but coming into this year, how have you guys tried to get yourself to that same level of success?
Yeah, so coming in, like we set goals for ourselves that are bigger than just winning the Mountain West tournament. Like, obviously, like Bailey said, we're preparing for March and stuff like that. Even playing bigger teams, like we did end up playing like LSU. Like,
right,
we just have those expectations for ourselves. We come in and we want to win regular season championships. We don't just want the Mountain West like title. We want regular season and Mountain West. So like little stuff like that is just like setting our expectations even higher than they were last year.
Now, you mentioned playing LSU last year in the tournament. You guys faced off against UCLA earlier in the season. You guys continue to cut your teeth against some of the better competition. How do you guys feel like that helps you as you guys have gone into the first round of conference play, and how do you think that helps you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, no team in the Mountain West compares to LSU or UCLA. So just playing girls that are, Lauren Betts 6'7", and preparing for like using that preparation for a girl that's 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Helps in ways that, you can't really teach in practice. So just using those games as experience, and that level of like work to take us far.
I'd also say like we had specific like strategies when it came to facing off like bigger teams and stuff like that. So like really honing in on that aspect.
Your team doesn't have a ton of size, frankly.
Yeah.
Bailey's the center and she's 6 foot. So you guys kind of have to deal with that. And
yeah, seeing that early on in the season, seeing how we can adjust to those
type of matchups.
Yeah. I think that helps us be prepared for later on when we will see that.
San Diego State women's basketball team having a great year. 8-0 in the conference and 10 straight overall. Also 5-0 on the road, Tony. And going back to last year, I think they've won 15 and lost 4 on the road. And you talked about you guys all don't get tired of each other. You live together, you travel together, but that's the whole team, right? Like you four don't go off on your side and the rest of the team's over here.
Right.
It really does seem, it's a cliche, but being a part of it, I see it. You guys really do get along, and that's a big key secret to your success, I think, Bailey.
100%. We're all, it was a little sketchy going into it with the 7 new girls coming in, but honestly, it's been a great adjustment from everybody graduating last year to all the new people. But yeah, just a great group of girls. I think just being able to gel so easily has been a blessing.
Who controls the ox?
It's like low-key our freshman Kendall.
Yeah.
Which is
we have our
For
freshman on the ox.
those who don't know what the ox is, I know Scrappy.
What are you talking about? You're speaking another language.
That is who controls the music. Basically.
The music, yes. Okay.
Why is it the ox?
I mean, I don't know. That's what
Auxiliary chord.
Okay. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just showed how old I am.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how old I am. I asked Bailey and Kaylin when they an early morning bus ride. I said, "Who drives?" When you guys all come over to for the bus. They go, nobody drives. We all take our scooters. I see the 4 of them just buzzing along, waving to people as they go by, getting ready for the games. Kaylin is you've been all and many of the players on the team, all academic players. Just take me behind trying to work the team and your schoolwork and Bailey too, but all of this stuff, it's a lot for a young lady. How have you learned and how are you still learning to manage your time? Because I think that's a lesson for anyone listening.
Yeah. Honestly, we have so many great resources now that are given to us. Like we have tutors, we have our academic advisors who are there with us every step of the way, like letting us know like if we need to get a test proctored, if we're going to miss for like a day of class or anything like that. So honestly, just the amount of resources that we have, like they really make it easy for us to be able to still get our stuff done even when we're not here.
How about this coaching staff, Bailey Barnhart? Stacey Terry Hudson, I think, from my perspective, and I've been around a lot of coaches, you guys got a very caring coach. Not to say that other coaches don't. She seems invested in you kids.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? But at the same time, when it doesn't go, she's going to tear some paint off the wall, too, in the locker room. Talk about your staff and what they all mean to you, part of this family.
Yeah, I mean, just having a supportive group of adults behind us as a support system is really crucial. I feel like the amount that they poured into me over the summer personally really helped me. Coach Stacy, to her husband, Coach Justin, and just the extra film, everything that they do for us has been really great. And like you said, she's kind of takes on like a mother role to all of us. She owes us all Benihana.
She owes us?
Yeah.
She owes us all.
Did she lose a bet?
She didn't quite lose the bet, but she said that she was going to give us Benihana.
Don't forget a promise.
We're not going to forget
not going to forget that.
That isn't going to happen.
Yeah,
that's fuel for us.
It is.
Honestly.
Yeah. But just having that relationship with her is really fun and special. And now that we've been a part of it, I feel like it's unique.
Now you guys have been, this is your second year. In your first year, did you have a welcome to a college moment? Either
That's
one.
putting you on the
really
spot a
think
little
about
bit,
that.
but it probably happens to everyone.
Oh, there was this one time in a Wyoming game, and Furtig, she's graduated now. I went down to like double her and like help my teammate because she was getting posted up by her, and she gave me the meanest elbow. I mean, the meanest elbow in my lip, and my lip was busted open, and that's just something I'll never forget.
Yeah, I bet.
At the end of the season, though, when they beat them in the triple overtime, Furtig was crying. So you guys ended up you ended up on top. You ended up on top. I don't mean to poke at Allison. She was a hell of a player, but you guys overcame her.
Yeah.
Bailey Barnhart, she's going to get so mad, but she has to almost be expecting this.
Oh, we brought it.
I brought it.
Oh,
and she told me I want to, she goes, I can do it. And it's not even a thing for her. Like, she's not going to be embarrassed. She can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute. And that's
insane.
That is insane.
And
I hit her with that earlier in the year, and she's like, no, I can't. Like, it wasn't even like, embarrassing her. So I brought a Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm. She's warming up her hands.
We got to see how we do. Don't start. Can we time it officially?
I got my
we got to
stopwatch
time it
right
officially.
Time you officially. Make sure she's on camera.
Yeah,
you gave me a pretty janky one too.
I didn't just go buy it today. Sorry, Bailey.
Is it the first Rubik's Cube?
Leave it to
might
Chris
be-
to bring the janky Rubik's
That might be a
Cube.
1980s style
very
Rubik's
janky.
Cube. I hate to tell you, the original Rubik's Cube. Can you handle that one?
Yeah, I think I got it.
She can handle it. All right, Scrape, you want to count us in? And
I got you.
all right, Tony's got it. Count her in, Tony, and we'll see how quick she can do it.
3, 2, 1.
There she goes.
Lord, Chris.
Oh, now you'll make it fine. Kaylin, we don't want to leave you out. Do you have any fun little personal tricks that you can do? We're more than happy to give you the stage as well. If there's
Don't mean to put you on the spot.
yes, we don't
Bailey
want
on.
to give Bailey all the spotlight here.
I've actually recently learned how to do the Rubik's Cube, but I am not nearly as fast
Not
as her.
this fast.
So
She's got one side. I can see that.
Yeah.
She already done? No.
Getting close, though.
It's pretty rusty. It needs some oil.
Yeah, you need to
We just took it out of the original container, I think, from way back when.
You're at you got 20 seconds.
Still got 20 seconds left. She's feeling it. She's spinning that thing. And I think you're right, though. It is not a smooth moving.
No.
We'll
Rubik's
give you
Cube.
10 seconds of leeway because of the
No leeway.
lack of oil in the Rubik's Cube.
No leeway for her. She's got to make it. She's working
Five
it.
seconds.
Make it.
5 seconds.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oof.
No.
I'm not gonna
She's
make
almost
it.
there.
She's almost there. I'm gonna blame the Rubik's Cube on this.
I think that's fair.
Because I'm watching her try to turn this
Everybody's
thing.
watching.
It's very
No,
difficult.
if
I
you're
think
not-
I'm getting my workout in today.
Yeah, her hands. Yeah, she's not gonna need to do any wrist work on
At
the
least
weights.
you got more done than I did. When I did one, I did 45-minute time limit, and I didn't even
Next
get
time
one
I'm on.
side.
Yeah, I'll bring my cube. That one's got.
Yeah.
You can't give up now, Bailey.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
you gotta finish it.
You got to finish it off. While she's finishing up, they play San Jose State tomorrow at 1:00. the last game, by the way, there was 8,000 fans. So you guys are starting to make some serious noise out there, and that's fun to see. You guys deserve all the attention and the credit and the support that you're getting right now. So if you're around tomorrow, come on by Viejas, 1 o'clock for the game. Did you get it, Bailey?
I'm sorry about this, guys.
She's apologizing now.
Don't apologize for Chris's non-oil Rubik's Cube.
Well, you could have brought yours in.
I
You
did. I forgot. I have a brand new one too.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is what she's got to make it work.
I'm just impressed
It's
that it's
just a
even
bit
as far as
stubborn.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it in my forearm.
This is like the
I got
biggest
it.
challenge she's ever done.
Boom.
Yeah,
Done.
she did. All right. Thanks, Bailey.
That was what, like 2 minutes?
224.
I want you to try
We're
and
gonna,
twist this
we're
up,
gonna,
Caleb.
we're gonna consider that a major success. Don't
Oh
worry
my
about it.
gosh.
Don't worry about it. Almost as crucial as beating UNLV. How good did that feel Saturday? Do you guys? She's not listening, so I'm gonna take a quick shot at her. Do you guys see the crazy behavior of the UNLV coach out of the corner of your eye during these games? I mean,
I'll let you answer that
Look
one.
at Ben.
yeah, you don't want to answer.
Look at Ben. Ben's like that.
I know, Ben, don't go there. I'm just so glad all right, you guys don't answer. I'm just glad we beat them. I am, because she's lunatic on the sidelines. I'm glad we knocked them off.
Welcome
so.
to Sports Talk Radio, ladies.
That's how it goes. So, all right. Anything more?
No, I think we're
Guys,
to
good
go.
luck tomorrow. San Jose State, 1 o'clock.
Rest those
and,
forearms.
Yeah,
the
I
rest
got
of the
it.
way, Bailey.
My
Yeah,
ice.
Bailey
Ice
might
up.
be leaving her jump shot short tomorrow. 'Cause
Yeah.
it'll be
Don't blame me.
Rubik's
Blame
Cube's
her.
fault.
Blame the don't blame me.
Thanks for coming in, ladies. We really appreciate it. And it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow and the rest of the way. Good
Yeah,
luck.
Good luck, ladies.
Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
All right. We got a couple minutes left here. Tony, you've got 3 daughters. So I know you appreciate the effort that these kids put in and how they manage their time and the success they've had being Division I players. Not easy.
No, not easy at all to balance, school, scheduling. You got to get to the tutor. You got to get your study hall hours in. It's just not it's not easy to be really good and balanced that, but they do a good job. I think all these student athletes do a good job.
I think the cumulative, Ben, you'll be happier that I mentioned this. The cumulative team GPA is 3.65, 3.61. Highest ever. 3.61 is not bad.
Yeah.
And we should mention that the 14-3 start they're off to is the best since 1996. That's 30 years ago.
Sorry, I wanted to mention that I've had 2 people ask me about the Aztecs basketball program this week alone, and it's about the women's program. So you're making waves in San Diego. 14-3 is big.
Yeah, it's been a good run, and I would like to have another shot, honestly, at Santa Clara and or Penn State. I think you guys weren't quite up to snuff for those 2 games yet, but you guys have started to hit that. Now,
it's fun to see a program grow in the way we've seen the men and women's side go from kind of scratch to where they are at this
Here's
point.
one thing they don't know fully. They don't know how competitive I am. Like when I come in, and I used to come in after games and we'd get beat and I'd be kicking and you're like, God. And then, but when we beat UNLV, like I came in Monday and I was like flying high.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
It's a good
you guys
feeling.
have an
It's a good feeling.
effect
When you care,
on
it's
a
good
lot
feeling.
of people out there. So keep up the good work. Bailey Barnhart, Kaylin Hamilton, and we'll take a break. More Gwynn and Chris. We got Daily Gambit to kick off hour number 2. Stick around.
3 o'clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby. Fun last segment with Bailey Barnhart.
I'm on double secret probation, though.
You sure are.
Understand that the UNLV comments were just the ramblings of an idiot sports talk show host, not necessarily representing the emotions and feelings of the squad.
No.
There you go.
That was
I
that
gave
was
a
it.
disclaimer.
We thank Bailey Barnhart and
That was
Kaylin
fun.
Hamilton for coming on, spending some time with us. Chris tried to get them in trouble, and they pled the fifth as they should.
Very smart.
As they should.
Very smart.
We do have a daily gambit coming your way. When did you say the next game was, Chris?
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes. And then if you missed that one, anybody, the next Saturday, they'll also play at 1 o'clock. So the next 2 Saturdays at 1 if you want to come out and see that team play.
Indeed. All right. Scrab, you ready for the daily gambit?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. Before we get into it, I would like to say that I am going to do an impromptu YouTube-only Scraby show after this show today because I shorted everyone on a Scraby show this week. So if you want to see what I do after the mics turn off, come hang out with me. Just go to the Scraby Show YouTube. I'll be right here.
This
All
is
right.
going to be on the par of like a Sammy Levitt letting people into his bedroom video.
That's a great question.
No, but
quite. Is that
I
what we're getting?
could never do anything that great.
Sammy.
I could never do anything that great.
Yeah.
But yeah, my YouTube is at the Scraby Show, and you can join it at 6. All right, Lakers -1.5 against the Clippers last night. Chris went Clips. Tony and I went Lakers. Clips win 112-104.
Was Kawhi in there?
Yes, he was.
See, who knows? And what was his injury that left him out for 4 games? Right?
didn't get
Nobody knows.
I didn't hear.
Yeah. What exactly?
T-Wolves -8.5 against the Bulls. Chris and I went Bulls. Tony went T-Wolves. The Bulls won 120-115.
Of course they did.
So thank you, Bulls.
The Bulls are
pulling it out.
The ultimate 500
the
team. It's
definition
a
of a
coin
500
flip.
team.
Yeah, coin flip.
Ant-Man over under 30.5. I gotta stop betting over on Ant-Man because
Yeah, he keeps.
he's always under.
He also
He's making
missed
me look
the,
bad too.
He missed the last 2 tying 3-point attempts in that game, so it was a tough finish for Ant-Man
Well,
last night.
yeah, we went over. He had 20 points.
Yeah.
Luka, who had more points plus rebounds plus assists? Luka with a 7-point spread or a 7-point favorite, not a point. What's the word I'm looking for? 7-digit favorite.
7
Points plus rebounds plus assists.
Favored by 7. How's
He's
that?
okay, perfect. 32 plus 11, Chris, is 43 plus 8 is 51 minus 7 is 45. No.
What is
44.
happening
44.
right now?
Luka won. Move on.
Okay. Okay.
What is? Are you okay, man?
I told you I'm not functioning on all cylinders today. I have tried.
7-digit.
Well, then I realized we weren't talking about points anyway. UCSD -1.5. You could have heard this game on the station last night. Listened to it on the way home. Unfortunately, Tony was the only one who went with Davis. Davis won 66-62. And then Alex DeMinor against Tiafo. Alex DeMinor favorite by 6.5 games. He won 6-3, 7-4, 6-5 for a total of 7. So he just barely makes it.
He won.
Yes.
All right.
So Chris got it.
I got that one. I'm in the lead this week, but that's this week. Here we go to the championship games. Over-under, because we'll pick the games a little later in the show. But the over-under, New England, Denver's 42.5 points. Scraby, you can start us off today. You're in last place this week, so I like to mention that when that,
Yeah,
when that happens.
It's quite funny.
You're in last place this week. Why don't you
Quite
go
funny.
ahead?
You're in the cellar.
Well, if I believe Sean Payton,
Jared Stidham's going to light it up. Yeah,
is
he's about
the
to have-
next coming of Tom Brady.
He
pretty
basically
much,
is.
Yeah.
I
No?
don't believe that.
You don't believe it, though.
So I'm going to go under.
Under 42.5. I'm going to say it goes over in a crazy game, but I think, Denver's going to force turnovers and get a short field. And I think it'll go, Stidham will turn it over too. So I think you'll get points on short fields. I'll go over. Tony. Under, he says. Okay. The next game, Rams Seahawks, is 46.5. The last time they played, it was something like 39-38, if I'm not mistaken. So they went way over. This is a championship game, a little colder conditions. I can't see the Seahawks shutting out the Rams, but I could see them allowing 10 points, in which case they'd have to score 37 to get over. I'm going to still go over. I think the Rams are going to have to score to keep up with their defense because the Rams' defense is not good. Tony, I'm going to go over on both games. Tony, under, and what about this one?
Over.
Under. Scraby?
Wait, you went under?
No, I went over.
No, Tony or Chris. I'm sorry.
I went over
Oh, okay.
both games. Tony went under over.
I see.
And you were going. You're taking a deep breath. All right, you can do that.
The Seahawks defense is so good.
It
Really
is, but the
good.
Rams scored 39 points against them last couple,
All right,
or 38
They
points.
were missing a bunch of defenders.
I'll
though.
be a contrarian and I'll go under. By the way, do we have any concerns about the weather in Denver? It's supposed to be like 19 degrees, lots of wind.
Good.
It's the coldest game
Conditions.
the Broncos have played all year.
Oh, and it's high altitude. Oh, we can't go.
Someone
we can't
said, by
breathe
the
at
way,
all.
there's like a physics guy out there that says when you throw a ball in cold weather at altitude, it almost counteracts the altitude. So it's like you're at sea level because the air is heavier.
Well, I don't think that only comes into play on the kicking game. I mean, you're not you're adjusting for ball.
I wonder,
thrown.
yeah.
I think it's the kick game that's going to be neutralized if that's true.
Man, so instead of 68-yard field goals,
Right,
we're
you
getting
just get a regular-
64-yard field goals.
Get a little less.
Stidham. Jared Stidham starting for Denver.
This guy is about
Yes.
to.
What you going to do? 203. 203 passing yardage over under Tony.
I'll give him
203.
the over on 203.
Going to go over.
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
Give
I
him the
feel like
over
there's
on that.
going to be a lot of throwing in the second half for Denver.
To try to catch up.
Yeah, I'm going to go over.
I don't think he'll come close to 203. Sean Payton will only let him throw 3 yards down the field.
Not the way Sean Payton talking.
Yeah, well, I don't believe
Do you
that
think
guy.
he's lying?
Although I
He's
have seen some footage of
very
Stidham.
blustery.
Stidham, in the footage that
We've
I've
all
seen,
seen footage of Stidham.
looks good.
He played.
Well,
He
he's
played
in
for
the
Raiders,
he's
right.
in the National Football League. I don't expect that he can.
so is
not
Trey Lance, Chris.
Why? Okay, but I mean, I expect that Stidham can, take a snap from center. I just think it's going to be, difficult than it would be for anybody to sit out an entire season and come in and be on point.
Coming to this
Yeah,
AFC Championship
Yeah,
game.
I think that's going to be really
the
tough.
deck is
so
stacked against him.
I think. Let's go to the other game. This is a good matchup always with these two receivers. Puka Nacua minus 2 yards receiving against Smith and Jigba. Scraby. Last time they matched up in this, Nacua scored 45 fantasy points, I remember.
See, here's the thing. Puka's probably going to get his yards. JSN either gets 40 yards or 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I don't know if the 40 happened very often this year, I must say.
Has he? Well,
He was
I've noticed
pretty
that he's
consistent
been.
all year.
Well, I'm just saying that teams are double teaming him now. I'm
For
going to
sure
go
they
with Puka.
Puka? Okay. I think Puka's the guy, too. They just throw to him too often. He gets like 30 targets a game. Tony?
Yeah, I think that's. I'm gonna go.
As good as Smith and Jigba is.
I'm gonna go with Smith and Jigba.
You're going to take it, all right?
I think Seattle's secondary is
Going to slow Puka down.
I do.
Well, they didn't know where he was in the last game because he was running free the entire night.
That's exactly why I think
They're
he's
going to lock out this
him
time. All right.
He's so sneaky, too. Like, he just finds his way. Like, the defense can't find him half the time. It's weird. That was a compliment. That was a compliment.
I'm sure it was.
It was.
Ramondre Stevenson for the Pats, plus 5 yards. Kyron Williams for the Rams. This is rushing yardage. Ramondre gets 5 yards. Tony.
Williams.
Kyron for the Rams, Ramondre for the Pats.
And what's the number?
+5 for Ramondre. He gets a little extra.
I'm going Williams.
With which one, Williams?
Rams.
Rams guy. Okay. Scraby?
Is Travion Henderson playing?
I don't see why not.
Is there an injury?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. That would impact Ramondre.
Well, of course it
Stevenson.
would, yes. But I think he's in. They're both in.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Ramondre plus the 5.
+5. I'm going to go with that also. I see him breaking a long one somewhere along the line. Into the NBA tonight. Rematch of the NBA Finals. But I would say things have changed a little this year. OKC against Indiana. You got OKC 37-8. You got Indiana last in the East, 10-35. Obviously, injuries have had something to do with it.
Just a little bit.
But that's part of it. OKC's favored by 15.5 at home. Scraby, first up. Pacers are 2-19 on the road.
Yeah, I'll go OKC.
OKC. They've been tough to figure a little bit lately, but I say they're picking it back up. OKC.
Yeah, I'm going OKC.
Okay, Giannis spoke out. Now can he back it up? 47.5 points for Giannis tonight. Points, rebounds, assists.
I was going to say, that's a heavy point line.
Yeah, points, rebounds, assist. And it would be good if I could tell you who he's playing. Milwaukee is home to Denver.
No Jokic.
Yeah, I'm going to go over. Giannis can go points and rebounds over 47.
Yeah,
he doesn't even need the assists. Tony? 47.5 here. What happened?
He took a drink of water.
Oh, no. Do you want to just do a thumbs up or down? Thumbs up over, okay?
No one go back and look
I
at
tried
the
to stop it, too. I couldn't.
I missed it, but
you can go back on
sure
YouTube,
I'll get to find
Chris.
it. Scraby, what do you want? Over,
I don't know
under?
what Tony went.
He went over. He gave a
went
thumbs
over,
up for
okay.
the over.
All right. I'm gonna go over 2.
All over. College basketball tonight. We got the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry, but it's not as good a rivalry in basketball. Michigan favored by 16.5 at home. Yeah, I'm going to go. Man, Michigan's been good, but I'll take Ohio State just for the hell of it. Michigan's probably going to win the national title this year, I think, but maybe the Buckeyes keep it close. Tony? Michigan, Scrape? Buckeyes or Wolverines?
I'll go Ohio State.
All right, why not? And then I had to get this one in for just Scraby alone. Third round match at the Australian Open. Naomi Osaka, 5.5 game favorite over Madison Hingis. And I've never heard of her, but she is in the third round, so she must have won something. 5.5 is tough in a 2 out of 3 match. Scraby, you going with Osaka or are you going to stay anti-Osaka?
I wish you would just let me move on from this.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Guy just keeps bringing it. How do you spell her last name? Madison?
Hingis, Ingus.
I just Googled her and nothing's coming up.
Madison. It's got 2 D's in Madison. Maybe that'll help you find her.
It. I'm just trying to see.
I've never heard of her. So, but as I said, she's won 2 matches to get to this point.
Why do you need to see what she looks like?
No, it's not what she looks like. I was trying to see how old she was to see if she would. I'm just going to go with her.
You're going with Hingis.
Anti.
I think 5.5 is tough. 6'3" would be 6. That's doable. Osaka.
So Joseph said in the chat, poor Tony, I know that feeling. Feels like you're going to die for a second.
It did for a second.
You're going to Osaka?
Tony, yeah, Osaka, Tony.
I'm going Osaka.
All right, we'll take a break. The picks are in. More Gwynn and Chris is headed your way. I wish we could give you a news update on stuff that's happened today, but
ain't much.
There's not much, but we'll figure it out after traffic.
There's a Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's a Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second.
Once again, the commercial break entertainment was off the charts. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Scraby. I don't know that Tony's going to be able to speak again the rest of the show, not because of the water mishap, but because of the other mishap that took place during that break. Scraby, I'm going to leave this up to you. How you want to handle, or just to move on.
I'm just going to say, whatever you heard was no one in this room.
It didn't come from us.
It wasn't from us.
Oh my! I
didn't hear it originally.
You're lucky.
I guess I'm lucky.
You know how you
somebody
hear
must have heard it out there, though.
You know how you hear something, but you're like not quite sure that you're hearing it.
You can't believe that was really yeah.
And then so when Scraby said, "Did you hear that?" It like registered that it was a belch.
Okay.
So he somehow figured out how to like replay that.
I had to go check.
And when you like listen to the whole thing, it's absurd. that got on.
I don't think you can play it again.
No,
they're saying
that bad.
They're saying just own it. It wasn't us.
No, it wasn't us.
Oh no, it wasn't us. We do own everything on this show, right? Is there anything we've never? Yeah,
us.
we would
will
just say
hold each other accountable.
If one of the three of us did something, like the other two would be all over it. Yeah, no, we didn't do that.
Yeah,
that was not
us. Needs to hear it.
We have,
no, you don't.
Joseph. We have proof, but we can't play it again. It's that bad.
All right, so it's been that kind of a day,
yes.
Right here on the program. And,
I laughed. I mean, my stomach hurt.
Yes, I've had those laughs. They don't happen often enough, frankly.
They don't.
Tony said Tony was on the floor.
Yes, he was.
I couldn't believe that actually like happened.
Tony wants me to play it, but I'm not going to.
Tony Gwynn Jr. was on the floor of the Bill House Studios. We know how. 5:35, we'll have the biggest fan announcement. Don't forget about that. Chance for some lucky listener to qualify for a night in the Odyssey Suite at a future Padres game with all of us and the fan staff. It'll be catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Please go register your name. Why not? It's all you got to do. Put your name in, listen for it to be called. 973thefansd.com/biggest-fan to get registered. Yeah, really the only news of the day. I mean, I went to the lobby and like, what, can we get update people on anything? There's no trades in baseball today, right? No free agent signings other than the one I gave you at the beginning of the show, which isn't exactly going to change the balance of power in the AL Central. But Sir Anthony Dominguez, reliever,
Sir Anthony
goes to the White Sox.
Is that what you want your family to call you?
I would love for my kids to call me
Sir Anthony Gwynn. Yes, he's a fan of Sir Anthony Dominguez. That's the baseball one of the day, and about the only NFL one really. This is not surprising, right? Mendoza, the quarterback from Indiana, is going to enter the draft as expected. But former quarterback, our old ally here in town, Phillip Rivers, officially interviewing for the Bills head coaching position. I've seen a lot of different responses to this, including one that went something like this. Should the high school coach whose team beat Phillip Rivers in the playoffs get an interview with the Bills as well? So there are some negative Nellies out there on this, Tony. Of
course.
What say you? Look, Phillip Rivers gets as good a chance to me to be a head coach as a lot of these other guys, I think.
I have no doubt that Phillip can coach at that level.
I would think so.
Is there something to be said about kind of being able to skip the line? Maybe, but he's also Phillip Rivers. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
That's how things go.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, when they hand out, awards for great actors, Meryl Streep goes to the front. That's it. There's no argument. It's not because she's getting special treatment. Phillip Rivers, he's going to get special treatment. That's how the things. I know Scraby doesn't like it. I don't love it, but I understand it in this situation. Josh Allen has been in on all the interviews so far.
Scraby doesn't like that either.
What? Josh
That
Allen?
Josh Allen is.
Well,
You
we're
don't
gonna
think
talk
Josh
about it.
Allen should have a say?
No, we're going to talk about it in the Big Five. I just want to
All
know.
right.
It's not about Josh Allen. It's like
is
how
it the
much
right
should
thing to
a
be doing?
quarterback have a say in, because the quarterback can leave. You have to fire a coach. Quarterback can leave in free agency. I know Josh Allen's under contract, but
Right.
anyway.
Phillip Rivers becomes the coach of the Bills if it happens. He would be the second in the history of the NFL to play quarterback one season, because, of course, he played this year, and then coach the next year.
Yeah.
He would actually be the fifth.
No.
According
second.
to Elias Sports,
In the
Elias
very
Sports
next
Bureau-
year.
right?
In
One
the very
person
next
since
year.
1950 played the NFL one season, served as a head coach the next season, and that was Norm Van Brocklin, our old passing yardage record
your old
holder.
buddy, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a different.
You got
news
different
from
source
around the NFL. Only
Okay.
4 players have ever gone from under center to a head coach job the very next season. Norm
Interesting.
Van Brocklin, Walt Kiesling,
Mm.
Ray
Oh.
Flaherty, and good old Red Weaver.
I saw the same one.
Okay,
that you
now
saw.
you're going back before the they kept stats.
Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, let me say this. This is also says since 1950. So the other 3 guys may
Must
have
be
been
That's
before
true.
1950.
prior to that.
No, so both
that
of us are
explains
right.
it. You're both right for a change. That doesn't happen very
It
often.
It doesn't. No.
But Storm and Norman finished up in 1960 with the Eagles. I believe he helped lead them to the championship over the Packers in a famous 1960 titled thing. And then he became the Vikings inaugural coach in 1961. But Rivers, I don't know. When he came in and took over the game, that Monday night game against San Francisco, he lost it in the end. But he looked like he knew what he was doing. Like he was in command of that situation.
Yeah, he did.
So I would think he could do this, who knows? We'll see how that turns out. But there's still 5 teams looking for a coach.
How much does Josh Allen believe in it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would
think he
want
would love
a
this.
Hall of Fame
Think so?
quarterback to give me a little help. No? Is Josh Allen going to be the type that says,
Oh, I feel like Phillip and Josh Allen would mesh really well.
I could see that.
I did see a funny post today from the Browns, or people that are covering the Browns. They're like, we are so bad that because apparently 2 people have turned in their resignation before being even selected in the last 2 days. And the point is the Browns are just going to be last. They're just going to have to wait for all the other jobs to be taken.
No matter how fast they got off their coach, they're going last.
They're going to be last because no one's going to want to work there. Everyone's going to keep alive hope that they get a job elsewhere. And only then will somebody agree to coach the Browns. We'll see how that all turns out when all is said and done. But a little later, we're going to have our top 5 NFL moments of the year. I understand. You're pointing at me.
Oh, I was saying we're doing it next.
Oh, it's next. The countdown. I haven't been part of a countdown for a while. Have we not done a couple of Friday shows?
I was
or-
actually trying to think about this. I don't know.
I feel like it's just been me and you.
You
Yeah,
did
last.
I think this will
right.
be our first of 2026.
that all of us are in on. All right. Countdown is next. More Gwynn and Chris as we head towards 6 o'clock.
Joseph Musgrove in the building.
Give him a round of applause, everyone.
It's not a bad setup right here, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. How you doing, Joe?
I feel great, man. Yeah, really good. Excited.
I heard you say on the stage today, 2 months away from throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
What are those 2 months going to be like for you?
A lot of patience, you know. I've been working really hard, man. Been really diligent with the rehab. The strengthening stuff has all been, right on par. I've kind of hit every checkpoint with ease. And that was something that was told to me early on is like, really give it the time that you need on the front end. You don't throw for 6 months regardless. So, don't try to go out and be a hero and get yourself throwing in 4 months. Just, do all the rehab, hit all the checkpoints, and then, maybe make up some time on the back end, once I'm consistently throwing. So strength feels really good. It's just, getting the shoulder moving again and back in like certain ranges before I start playing catch.
For those who may not know, I don't think it was ever going to be in question whether Joe was going to attack his rehab the way he has already started to attack it. This is one of the most hard-working people I've ever been around. But this is new territory for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a guy who I consider well educated on anything he's about to walk through.
Yeah.
What was your education like leading up to surgery? I know you must have talked to a billion people. You don't leave stones unturned.
Yeah.
What was that like, getting yourself prepared for this surgery?
Yeah, I got a notebook full of pages of conversations, phone calls, doctor visits. I vetted 3-4 different doctor options. Called everybody I knew that had had Tommy John. Called guys that had had it twice, and what the difference was the second time around compared to the first. So
this is your first, correct?
My first one, yeah. So I feel like I've done every bit of the homework that I could. I feel like I was as prepared and as educated on the process as possible. And now it's just putting the the lessons that I've learned from other people and their experiences, along with the feel and the trust that I have for myself.
We're talking to Joe Musgrove here on 97.3 The Fan. And Joe, last year you called into our show, and
yeah, there we go.
You played a prank on me, and it was a really good prank because my heart stopped a beat for a second, and it still does. But I appreciate you doing that. This is the first time we've actually been able to talk about it.
A little locker room talk. It's all good, baby.
I told him, I told these folks that his eyes almost popped out of his head when Joe got on that phone.
Well, yeah, when I'm told I can't come into the clubhouse, it's a little concerning, considering I'm not that crazy of a guy. But
no,
anyway.
You're good by us down there. You're
Okay,
welcome
good.
whenever.
All right. I just wanted to ask you about the mental side of things, because it's got to be hard knowing you're coming into the year you're not going to pitch.
Right.
But you still have to keep working. How do you stay in that zone?
I think, first off, it's a little bit of a relief. It's a chance to kind of step back from, the constant mentality and approach of like being on edge and getting ready and prepared, and just the stresses that, any ball player deals with on the day-to-day of like mechanics feeling out of whack, or as spring gets closer, maybe you haven't hit the checkpoints that you want to hit, or things aren't, as consistent as you like it to be. So not having to deal with those stresses has been super nice. I've been able to focus on life a little bit, got engaged, got a new home, made some moves. So it's been really good. And I think, once I had the surgery, I knew what was ahead of me and, how long the road was. And, it took a little while to get to a good headspace, but I feel like I'm in a great spot now. And, I was saying earlier out on the stage, I'm not claiming to be Superman, but I really believe in my ability to heal and, my ability to, to push my body and get it ready. So I'm preparing and shooting for a return in the postseason at some point. And if, we're a month away from that and I realize it's a long shot, I'm completely fine with, sitting out and, preparing for 26. But I keep myself busy, man. I've really tried to be an extension of the coaching staff and, provide, assistance and help and, experience and, things that help these younger guys and, some of our guys that are transitioning to a starting role, help their careers grow. So, keep myself busy and keeping tasks, to have, at my fingertips, things to work on has been a good relief for me.
Joseph Musgrove in the building.
Give him a round of applause, everyone.
What's up? It's not a bad setup right here, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. How you doing, Joe?
I feel great, man. Yeah, really good. Excited.
I heard you say on the stage today, 2 months away from throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
What are those 2 months going to be like for you?
A lot of patience, I've been working really hard, man. Been really diligent with the rehab. The strengthening stuff has all been, right on par. I've kind of hit every checkpoint with ease. And that was something that was told to me early on is like, really give it the time that you need on the front end. You don't throw for 6 months regardless. So, don't try to go out and be a hero and get yourself throwing in 4 months. Just, do all the rehab, hit all the checkpoints, and then, maybe make up some time on the back end, once I'm consistently throwing. So strength feels really good. It's just, getting the shoulder moving again and back in like certain ranges before I start playing catch.
For those who may not know, I don't think it was ever going to be in question whether Joe was going to attack his rehab the way he has already started to attack it. This is one of the most hard-working people I've ever been around. But this is Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby. Now, I know some of you guys are asking Scraby to play the belch on air, but then we would be throwing some people under the bus, and I don't think we should do that.
I don't think we need to play it again. It was, honestly, it was disgusting.
It is funny as hell.
I hate to tell you.
Honestly, I wanted to move past it, but it was...
People are still reacting.
I'm getting text messages like, why did you do that? It was not me. It was not me.
I'm just excited because I'm not getting blamed. I'm usually first on the blame game there. So
I'm just glad.
Especially for those kinds of incidents.
Nonetheless, We're not gonna go there.
It must be a Friday. I mean, we've been all over the map today with everything.
We do have a countdown coming your way. Top 25, top 5.
I got to get working then.
2025.
Yeah, right.
NFL moments.
In 23rd, I've got.
Do we have traffic to check? No.
I'm going to listen to it first, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
He's never going to check.
I think that's fair.
I think that is fair at this point.
Hold on.
After Scraby checks traffic, we're going to get into this countdown. We kind of toggled back and forth between NFL or maybe a movie subject. We ended up settling on the NFL, and I believe that traffic is now ready.
Holy shit.
Countdown. NFL top 5 moments of 2025 in the NFL.
I think I have a doozy for number 1. I'm just saying. I shouldn't put pressure on it like that, but I think
You just did, though.
I did, because I'm confident that you guys will find it to be a doozy. All right, here we go. Top 5 moments of the NFL season. Scrape, you want to start?
Sure.
What you got?
I go all the way back to the draft, and mine are more not like best moments.
Yeah, no, it's a moment. Yeah, whatever.
When I go back to the draft and the hype, or not the hype, but the watch of Shedeur Sanders falling in the draft was quite. It was must see TV.
That was a moment. That was a
Definitely
moment.
was a moment.
What did it go? 3 days?
Third day, 5th round.
Third day, yeah.
I remember watching the draft, and all of them were talking about, like, this is kind of crazy that he has not been drafted yet. And then all of a sudden, the Browns, who've already taken a quarterback, took another quarterback.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty crazy
Is it
moment.
any wonder that nobody wants that job?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that I can add to what I want to say, to add to it, is when the experts, quote, the Mel Kipers people, say should be drafted in the 2nd round, and then the teams don't do it. The experts, instead of saying, well, we were wrong, they just say they don't know what they're doing, right? They have to protect their own wrong pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, if he said that, would he be
I don't
telling
know.
a lie at that point? Because
maybe not. Yeah.
it is the Browns.
Yes, it is.
Number 5
For you.
on my list
Yes.
is the Micah Parsons trade.
That was a
Going
big
from-
earth-shattering move.
Going
for
from
sure.
Cowboys, he was, it all started really when Jerry Jones refused to negotiate with his agent.
Jarrah?
He was Jerry Jones was just trying to kind of do a one-on-one go around.
I got this, he said. Yeah, I got this covered.
And that wasn't flying with Micah Parsons, and that eventually led to him being traded to Green Bay. Green Bay looked like they were a legitimate threat
Super
in the
Bowl threat,
NFC
yeah.
until he got hurt. And so
I think they would be still maybe playing if he hadn't
I don't
got
disagree.
hurt. Yeah. Good one, Tony. My number 5 is going to be Old Man Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that game. And I didn't see much of the first one when he played at Seattle. But the Monday night game, when he came in against the 49ers and just took the team down the field on that first drive and was coming up to the line and barking out signals, that was a fun moment. I know for Scraby, not as fun, but you did win the game. So I thought Rivers coming back after all this time and playing in football and playing it well was at least a moment this year.
Definitely thought it was fun. Phillip was making every single change that he could to the offense. He was dialed in.
You run over there. You go.
Yeah.
You block that guy. Hang on. Wait. I mean, he had it, and then he dropped back and zinged it right in there.
Yes.
It was fun.
Number 4.
My number 4 is going to be the time when Jackson Dart on Thursday Night Football got hit, and then he had to go into the blue tent, and then not Caleb Williams. I don't know why I said that. Brian Dable goes running in there like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
And that
he got in trouble.
He got a fine for that.
He got
right?
fined. They were saying that he was trying to hurry up the doctor to do his examination so he can get back in the game. And then Scattaboo went in there. So that whole moment was a fun.
They made a big deal out of that going into that Monday night game, that he has got to stop taking hits, and they had barely got it out of their
By the way,
mouths.
he continued to take hits after.
Yeah.
The guy who hit him was Christian Ellis, and that was as hard a hit as anybody all season, I think. Right up there. Tony.
Number 4 on my list is the old man Rivers.
Okay.
Returns at 44 and
Yeah.
proceed. Although his team went 0-3, it certainly
Still
reminded you of how good of a football mind he has.
Number 4 for me was an angry moment, and I can still feel it. So I'm going to put it on my list. It was watching the Dolphins absolutely embarrass every Miami fan of all time by their Week 1 performance in Indianapolis. So bad in every way. And sitting and watching it, the anger I felt, that was the preparation of the team for the season, and knowing right then that like our season was over basically before we even started.
Which it wasn't.
And it kind of was.
Didn't they win like 6 in a row?
Well, no, they won maybe 4 in a row, but by that time they were already 5-11. You know what I mean? They got close to 500, but anyway, that moment, that was anguish. So I put anguish in number 4.
Oh,
Number 3.
I was trying to think
That would
English
be
at number 4. My number 3 shouldn't surprise you. The day the Chiefs got eliminated.
Yes, you were happy about that.
They told Chris Jones said, "We still got an outside shot." And they're like, "Actually, you guys missed the playoffs."
Yeah, right, you're out.
Oh, we missed the playoffs? Oh, all right, shoot.
You enjoyed that.
I did enjoy that. Although I did not enjoy Patrick Mahomes getting hurt.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
No.
You got a kick out of that as well.
Never cheer for someone to be injured, but the Chiefs missing the playoffs
It
for the first
sounds
time.
good out loud.
Maybe first time in NFL history.
Right.
Was pretty good.
Tony.
Number 3 on my list is the success of the 3 rookie head coaches.
Okay.
Liam Cohen,
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel, Ben Johnson. All those guys had high seeds going into this postseason and have, at least for now, changed the trajectory of their organization.
They also made the Coach of the Year race the most interesting one of the year.
They have.
Because any of them could and should win.
No doubt.
They can't all win.
Nope. There's only one award.
Yeah. Number 3 for me, the season had not even started yet when Jalen Carter spit on Dak Prescott.
I forgot about that.
Like, are you kidding me?
How did I forget?
Opening kickoff
We
of
had
the
2
season.
spit incidents this year.
Yes, we did. But that was the more high-profile one. I've always said in the past, because of his driving mishaps, that Jalen Carter was kind of an idiot. So I appreciate him backing me up on that one. Thank you, Jalen.
And remember when the NFL said, "Oh, he doesn't need to get suspended."
He didn't even miss a game. Well, he missed the rest of that game.
And remember, he didn't. It was a kickoff, and in that part, he came in.
He just came walking on the field. He hadn't done a thing. Even the broadcast wasn't ready for it.
No.
It was like, wait a minute, there's
why
a
is he going off the
disturbance.
field?
What's going on here? And they had to go back through the tape to find out what had happened.
Yeah.
Put that in.
Number 2.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Philip Rivers coming back.
Fair enough.
When the news came out, I was like, "This is just a thing. They're just saying it to say it. They're gonna bring him in." And then it was like, okay, he is the quarterback of the Colts now, and I got really excited to watch Philip Rivers play football.
You cared about the Colts games for some reason.
I did, and I enjoyed watching Philip be Philip again when he was barking at the referees. That was hilarious. He was like chasing him down the sideline.
He can't help himself, and that's part of his as a coach. How would he be over there? That might be kind of fun for all of us to watch.
So Philip Rivers, number 2.
Number 2 on my list is the Shador Sanders slide. I mean, it's still, even after all of this season that we've had, it's still top 3 stories of the year in terms of in the NFL. He'd eventually get his chance to play. We'll see what happens from here.
Number 2 for me was easily the highlight of the season. It's very self-serving, but as soon as Bijan Robinson took off on that 93-yard run and I won the fantasy championship, that I got to say, that was a hell of a fun moment for me. So got to be in my top 5 at least.
Number 1.
This is extremely self-serving.
Okay.
But the fantastic season that Christian McCaffrey put together, it was fun to watch this year.
Christian.
So I think he has some of the, the most touches in the NFL this year?
He won't play next year.
I mean, he did say this was the hardest year of his career, so I wonder what his recovery is going to be like this offseason. But
do you
just
think he
watching
was? I mean, it didn't probably wouldn't have mattered. But do you think he was a step slow in the 2 playoff games with all the usage? Did they use him too much?
No, I think the Seahawks defense is just that good.
Okay,
but I do think that he's getting older, and the 49ers have already looked to Jordan James for the future.
Who?
I mean, Christian McCaffrey's still their starter, but
Who's
they're
Jordan
going
James?
Scraby's already ready to move on.
No. They're going to Christian McCaffrey kind of asked for someone to help out the running back position next year.
What does kind of ask look like?
He was asked, would you like help or would you like to stay the only back? And he said, I would like some help.
Okay, fair enough. Number 1 on, is it 1? Right, we're
number 1.
Number 1 is the Chiefs being eliminated. And Patrick
Everybody
Mahomes
took some
injured.
joy in
I mean,
that.
it was the biggest story. Scraby
How about
was
the
in it.
Ravens
Scraby
and
was
the,
in here rooting
How
for
about
it
the
every
Ravens
week.
and the Lions following suit, right? All 3 of them were.
Even though those were big, the Chiefs were
Chiefs
are
stood out.
always just kind of like a guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
And it just wasn't that way. Scraby got his wish.
It's the only thing I predicted right this year.
All right, my
Everything
number 1.
else I predicted was the opposite.
My number 1, I promoted it as being, crazy good, and I still believe it will be. Scraby, the quicker you were able to act on this, the funnier it will be.
Get your hands ready. Let's
See
go.
if you got it. Number 1 moment of the year for me.
Gosh.
3 words. Drunk Bronco fan.
I don't.
Do you have the picture still?
No, I deleted the picture. I
you
had
don't
to
have
make
the
room.
picture
I
anymore.
had to make room.
Right, my man was
Drunk Bronco fan.
laid out.
Lori and I went to the Charger Broncos game,
I
sitting
wish
up
I
at the
still
top.
had it.
And the guy comes falling down the stairs, lands right next to where we're sitting, and is laid out there for the entire first half, not moving.
And so Chris sent me a picture of this person, and I
Yeah.
didn't really believe how bad it was, but the dude took a nap on the stairs.
I wouldn't even say a nap. He was
passed out.
Passed out, completely
And
passed out.
and he was there for a full quarter.
Quarter and a half, and then it took a half of a quarter to get him removed. They had the police up there. They had
That is wild.
the emergency crew. They brought a stretcher up there to carry him down.
I mean, quite frankly, he looked like he needed a stretcher.
he needed it. Yeah, that drunk Bronco fan was the highlight.
Have you
of
ever
my
tried? Is Scraby? You might be able to speak
What?
on this.
What? Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you
no.
Have you ever had to help a friend that is inebriated?
Yes.
You
They're
ever-
dead
how,
weight.
it's,
They're just dead
they're
weight,
the
yeah.
heaviest people on the planet.
It's
Drunk
impossible.
Bronco fan was not a little person to begin with.
Yeah, that looked like that. Yeah, stretcher was the best way to go.
I
Especially at those heights.
I
too,
just
by the
wish
way.
we were at the top of the stadium. I just wish everybody could have seen the rumbling down the stairs that we were able to witness. Luckily I don't think was ever seriously injured or anything.
No, he took a nap. You can't injure yourself when you take a nap.
But when they came to check on him, they were checking his pulse, his blood levels.
That
I
is
mean,
scary.
he got a full once over from the medics before they took him away. So
That was pretty scary,
yeah.
actually.
All right. Be careful out there. Enjoy the games, but not that much.
Yes. If you have any on the chat moments, let me know and we'll talk
I had
about
a
it.
couple
I
of
got
other
something
little
for you,
ones, but-
Scraby, that's gonna really irritate you.
Okay, I like this. Let me get a front row
This
seat.
might, and you might not be the only one that's irritated by this comment. And don't shoot the messenger, me or the guy who said it.
Okay.
Okay. According to Whit Merrifield,
Whit Merrifield. I
former-
remember. Is he
former
still
NFL.
playing or
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not sure. I think he's a coach now.
All right.
I'm not
But he
sure.
was playing recently.
Yeah, maybe he is still playing. Kyle Tucker wanted to go to the Blue Jays, but the money the Dodgers offered was too much to pass on.
It was a tough decision.
Duh.
Tough decision, said Kyle Tucker.
Duh.
Heartbreaking, heart-wrenching decision he had to make there. Take the 60 mil.
You know how they paid for that, though, Tony and Chris? The Dodgers filed for bankruptcy in 2011. I mean, I know that June Lee was on the station this morning, but he kind of broke a report saying that their TV deal was redone, and this is a very simplified,
in the weeds right here.
This is a very simplified version of it.
Yeah.
But the TV deal was redone so that they didn't have to pay as much, so they get to save around $66 million a year.
The TV deal was redone, so who didn't have to pay as much?
The Dodgers, because they were in bankruptcy, and so
pay as much to who?
To Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Major League Baseball taxed them.
Okay, gotcha.
But they ended up. Let's see. I told you. This was very general. But either way, they get $66 extra million a year over every single team because of something that happened in 2011 when they filed for bankruptcy, and the deal goes through 2039.
Can't wait till they file for bankruptcy again, and none of these guys get their money.
I was thinking the same thing.
By the way, we hit on Kyle Tucker and making a deal out of how tough of a decision this was to choose between $50 and $60 million. I think Andrew Friedman needs to be called out a little here as well, the president of baseball operations, who said for him to choose us, I think speaks to the growth and progress that we've made on creating a destination spot. I hogwash is what I meant.
I was like, what?
Yeah, hogwash. He chose the Dodgers because it was $60 million. End of story, Andrew. Destination spot, please.
Would it really make you feel better if he was like, yeah, he chose us because we got the most money?
That's right.
That would piss you off even more.
No, be honest. No, honesty never makes me mad, even if it hurts.
Yeah.
Honesty's the best policy. We'll see.
It is the best policy.
Yeah.
Honest
I
Abe?
don't know. No, honesty is best policy, but I don't know that people can handle full 100% honesty.
I know, but the malarkey of saying that the Dodgers are a destination spot.
Is that not accurate?
Yes, Las Vegas is a destination spot.
That's my
Paris
point.
is a destination spot. The Dodgers, as a baseball organization, are not a destination spot in my mind. Andrew, just saying.
I mean, yeah.
Scraby, come on, help me. You hate the Dodgers.
I know,
You're leaving me to hang out to dry.
You're pretty mean to me
You're going to leave him out to
hang out to dry on this one, man.
Remember how the show started? I was pouting.
That's right.
I've made it a long way from then.
Fair enough.
No, nonetheless, I just thought that'd get under your skin
My
a little
craw.
bit. Yeah.
We're gonna come back to this Dodgers thing because I'm gonna play this June Lee audio for everybody.
Yeah, because you need to clarify all of that you just.
Who's June Lee, a reporter?
A reporter for
Okay.
ESPN. I believe ESPN. I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I didn't explain it very well at all. So,
do we have a second? Did you guys see the final? This is a changing subjects here, gears quickly. Did you see the final of the Iowa? I want to say Maryland women's basketball game yesterday.
I did not.
All right. The final score is nothing special. Iowa won in overtime, I don't know, by 6-8 points. The thing that caught my eye, and I had to go back and look at this, Iowa led with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the game, Tony, by 17.
2 minutes and what?
2 minutes and 56 seconds. They led by 17. They got outscored 24-7
Oh, no.
in that amount of time. Obviously, 5 turnovers, missed a couple of free throws, but that's a crazy finish. You would think 17 with 3 to go. You got that one. They didn't. Went to overtime.
And they lost in overtime?
No, they end up winning in overtime, so
okay.
that softened it all for
Okay.
them. But still, that is quite a crazy finish to a game.
Nonetheless, we got to get to break.
Yay.
4 o'clock hour on the way. Chris versus the fans coming up next.
The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down
like
for everybody.
really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell.
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, hey, there's a commotion.
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that, but we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavy set?
She's in the shape of somebody who's in their 70s. You've got to rescue the poor lady. She's trapped under the gondola. Of course, as soon as she falls and there's the commotion, the guy running the station stops the gondola.
Okay, I was going to
Which means everybody on the mountain and 4 miles away has to stop. Everybody has to stop while we try to extricate the lady from the gondola.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Underneath the gondola. She's got one leg on the gondola. The rest of her body is underneath the gondola. And when I arrive to see what's going on, I'm kind of the first or second person there.
You're a first responder?
Pretty much. The guy running the gondola place is busy stopping
traffic.
The ride.
Yeah.
No, he's stopping the ride.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're kind of first there. Lori's behind me. The lady's on her back. She's looking straight up in the air. And the only description I have is one of utter panic and utter terror combined with total helplessness.
Oh, I thought you were going to say embarrassment.
No, total helplessness. She's not only trapped, but she's not even remotely doing anything to help herself. She's kind of in a panic, and you think something terrible is going to happen, or she does.
Okay.
I go over there. First thing, breathe.
That's what you said?
I told the lady to breathe.
Good. That's good.
I said, you're going to be okay.
That's good.
Just breathe.
That's good.
Try to relax.
That was the perfect thing you could have said.
As I'm stupidly pulling this 250-pound gondola, trying to pull it off of her. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're getting
the gondola is way heavier than 250 pounds.
Yeah, right. 1,000-pound gondola.
So you're trying to move the gondola.
To just move it a little.
Is her leg how is she attached to this gondola?
Well, I told you her one leg's actually on the gondola in the doorway.
Okay.
Then the rest of her body's underneath. What is stuck with her in the gondola is her belly, not her leg.
Oh no.
That's right. Okay.
No.
So I'm pulling. By the time finally a couple more people pull and we are able to get enough airway to get her to scramble out of there. And then she immediately stepped on the gondola to go take her ride up the mountain. And off she went.
This is
I felt like I saved her life. I really do. I honestly felt like I almost saved her life.
I kind of will credit you with this.
You know, she was. I think if I didn't tell her to breathe, I think she would have gone into some sort of shock or whatever you do.
No,
she was
you're
going
right.
into a
You're
panic, Scraby.
You're
She was going into
right.
an absolute panic, and I had to calming her down. I think was the number one thing. She wasn't in any real danger, but she wasn't feeling great because she was trapped under the gondola.
But
the
fact that you said her belly was...
Yes, her belly, yeah. I'm telling you, Scrabe, it was a factor. And there was, there's a couple of people pulling on an arm trying to drag her out.
I'm crying.
I know. There's people on the other side with her arm. They're trying to drag her. I'm lifting the gondola so she can get a little room to get out of there.
You're like, hey, I'm going to take the gondola. It's lighter.
All right, I didn't say that. You did, but it was quite the scene.
I am happy that she's okay, obviously.
She's fine.
If
she
this
got
was
right on the gondola.
If this was a worse story, I would not be laughing, but she's fine. You did probably help her a lot more than you think you did.
I think so, because she was able to calm down just a tad. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down for everybody.
Really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell?
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, "Hey, there's a commotion."
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that, but we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavy set?
She's in the on a Friday. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Scraby. It's been a lively first 2 hours of the program. Bailey Barnhart, Kaylin Hamilton, the Aztec women's team came in for a half hour, did a great job, had some fun there. We did a countdown of the top 5 NFL moments from 2025. Hopefully there'll be some more this weekend in the championship round. And we've had a lot of crazy offbeat things going on during the commercial breaks. So it's been that kind of day. Scraby's been over there trying to keep a lid on everything as best as he can. But I do believe that our traffic director does have tire marks on her back. I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes.
See, what's not understood about let's go forward?
We're going forward. We also had a highlight moment, I thought, in the second segment. If you didn't see the Seattle Seahawks video, again, Scraby's hates this, but both Tony and I thought it was must.
You do hate.
I mean, how many
Must
times is he
see.
going to throw me under the bus today?
I mean, but you didn't throw. No, he didn't throw you on a bus there. He just did previously, but that there.
Not there.
Okay,
You
I can
just
agree
said
with
you
that.
hated it
I
because
was
it
in
was
a
the
bad mood
Seahawks.
earlier. I'm in a good mood now.
All
Like
right.
you were actually refusing to play it for like.
I was, and then I realized how dumb I was.
Anyway, the Seahawks video, check that out in segment number 2. It's pretty cool. We got Chris vs. the Fans coming up here. Don't know if we have contestants. 833-288-0973 is the number. If you'd like a chance to play, and of course, you got to play so that you can potentially qualify for a chance to win the 2 tickets to see Sammy Hagar. He'll be at Dolby Live, Park MGM, 2-night stay at the Park MGM Las Vegas, and a $100 gas card. Sammy Hagar coming back to Vegas with all of his best. The All Worlds Las Vegas residency. Get ready to rock with your favorite hits from the Van Hagar years. Sammy's solo hits. He only drives 55. He can't drive 55, I think, was the big one there. And more only in Las Vegas this March 11th through 21. I'm trying to give you my Sammy Hagar knowledge. It's not very lengthy. March 11th and 21, also September 18 and 26. It'll all be at Dolby Live, Park MGM. Tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com. That's a mouthful, but it gives chance for everybody to call in and play Chris versus the Fans.
The rules.
Give us the rules, Scrape.
You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you are eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, nice one, guys.
That's a Friday announcement.
Let us know, and you will get that first question for free today. All right. Let me get the phones up.
Get
we
'em
got a
up.
bunch of people on the line. The first person who called in was our guy, John from Temecula.
Hey, John.
Welcome back, John.
Hey, happy Friday, guys. How you doing?
Doing well.
Doing well.
How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm commuting southbound, almost passing the Lake Elsinore Diamond, thinking about the Padres season coming up.
So a fun place.
I've never actually been to a game there.
I've did.
It's a great ballpark. It's pretty
is.
big for minor league, and they do all kinds of fun stuff there. It's great.
Yeah, no,
And,
definitely.
I wanted to thank you guys really quick for the spike in my salsa business.
Oh, good.
Glad we could help.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, John.
All right, John, let's
Oh,
get.
man, that was so much fun. Had a great time. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, John, here we go. First question. Scrappy, your question number ones have been, some of them have been quite tough. What NFL team has won the most AFC or NFC championships?
Boy, oh boy.
Sometimes you have to think.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to think about
What's up?
why I'm asking the question.
Scrappy's just complicating it more for
Yeah,
you,
he's
John.
just
Don't
messing
pay any
you up,
attention.
John.
I'm not.
Well, why is he asking? It's because of who's left, probably. Oh, man. Who are the Broncos? Oh, my goodness. Patriots.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Wow.
Had to just work through it a little bit.
Sometimes these playoff questions are just either Patriots or Chiefs.
Question number 2.
They've been to 11 Super Bowls, the Patriots. That is the most.
That's a lot.
Yep.
What is the University of Louisiana at Lafayette nickname?
Oh, Lafayette. I don't have any idea. I'm going to pass.
Passing.
I think Chris might know this.
Well, we played them. The Aztecs played them actually in a
Oh.
bowl game one
There
year.
you go.
Oh, well, there you
The
go.
New Orleans Bowl. Those are the Raging Cajuns.
They are indeed
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Raging.
Which you should know.
I thought
You should know that, John, being a hot sauce
yeah,
fan.
seriously.
You should know your Raging Cajun stuff.
I was going to say Raging Cajuns, but I thought that was a different Louisiana school.
Oh,
Doggone it. I
too
got to go
bad.
with my gut.
Go, gut.
Go with
Yeah.
your gut,
Good,
John.
John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks,
Talk to
John.
you soon.
Appreciate you.
All right. Let's go to our next contestant. I got to delete that question real quick. Let's go to our next contestant, Mark. Hello,
Mark. How are you?
This is Mike. Is that
Oh,
who you're looking
Mike.
for?
I'm sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike. We got you. We got the name
Sorry.
wrong on the telephone
All right,
indicator.
I'm on my dad's phone plan, so guilty.
Okay,
There you go.
fair enough.
There you go.
Here we go. First question.
Is there anything you need
But
to tell us?
first time
Yeah.
All right.
Very
Well,
good.
Second question.
Second question. You're on to number 2.
Mike, what team did Manny Machado get his 2000th hit against?
Oh,
That was this year?
it's a great question.
It was
That's
this
a
year.
good
Great
one.
question.
Relatively early.
You can pass too.
He's gonna know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a hard one, I think.
Phillies.
Phillies.
Stay there,
So
though.
you can cross that team off.
I don't know. I don't remember the Manny moment.
Oh,
I'll
I
say,
think I know why he doesn't remember.
You know, oh, you know why I don't remember?
Mhm.
I'll just say Dodgers. I don't
The
remember.
Dodgers.
Hey,
He was
good
on
for you.
vacation.
He was
I
on
was on
vacation.
vacation
Because
that
we did the
time.
Manny interview together while Chris was on
Yes,
vacation.
I didn't get to do the Manny interview.
It came against the Diamondbacks.
It did.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
All right, Mike.
Mike, you're on to the finals.
Here we go. Jinx.
You owe me a Coke.
Yu Darvish started 3 of the 4 opening days from 2021 through 2024. Who started the 1 year he didn't?
Am I allowed to know what year that is?
No.
No.
Between
Between 2021 and 2024.
So it's one of those
21,
years.
24. I am gonna go with Musgrove.
It's going with Joe.
Jolton Joe
Stay there.
Musgrove.
Stay there.
So who started the opener? Not Darvish. It's going to make me mad because I'm sure I was like at the game or something and I should know, but I don't. You know, I'm terrible. Not good at this game. Blake Snell.
Oh, my
stop.
goodness.
I can't stand when
What?
you do that.
He
I'm
did.
Sorry,
so
Mike.
terrible at
Call
this
again.
game. Blake Snell.
That was the game that got moved back because of rain, and then they lost. I think they lost their first 4 games to open the year, or first 3 games, and they were
Which of the years was it? Do you know? Or
2022.
Well, Snell only played here 1 year, right?
2023. No, he played here 2 years. 2023.
Sorry about that. Every now and again, I pull one out of there.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
That's what he says.
They get so mad.
That's what he says. All right, let's go to Eli.
Eli.
What's up, Eli?
What you got?
What's up, guys?
Chilling, man. Here we go. First question. Which sport has a playoff system called the FedEx Cup Playoff?
Which sport or which league?
Which sport?
Which sport has that?
That's got to be soccer. Cup?
It's just soccer.
Going soccer.
Oh, no. I think he either overthought it or it just didn't pop into his head. Golf is the answer there.
Sorry, Eli.
Sorry, Eli. Golf has the FedEx Cup at the end of the year. Speaking of golf, don't forget next Wednesday, right? Or Thursday.
Thursday.
Farmers.
Yep.
Next week.
Back to Thursdays.
Oh, that's right. Yes, back to Thursdays.
It's probably better for them, but I like the Wednesday through Saturday thing.
All right.
Who's your next contestant?
Let's go to David.
Hello,
David. Jinx.
Hey, I'm just sitting here eating my water like it's gravy right now.
Oh, man, that's a callback. That is a callback.
Eating your water. All right, here we go. First question. What team originally drafted Matthew Stafford?
Ooh. The Detroit Lions.
I go with
Detroit
that.
Lions
Yeah.
is correct.
He's the number 1 overall pick, I believe.
He was out of Georgia.
Georgia.
Question number 2.
Still has the arm like he's 20
He really
years
does.
old.
Yeah, but he's an uncaring individual. Let the poor lady fall off the cliff and didn't even care.
According to
It was a
Scrape.
stage.
The stage, yes. Didn't
Mike
care.
McDonald got his first defensive coordinator job with what team?
Talking about the Seahawks head coach now.
Correct.
Giving a little hint to you, David, if that helps.
Also, that means he knows.
The Baltimore Ravens.
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 Ooh.
I'll ask it again.
Yeah. The good news is I was going to guess Ravens.
Yeah. I'll
So
ask,
I would have been wrong.
Stay there.
I'll
Stay
ask
there.
it again.
The bad news is I don't know who to guess
Mike
now.
McDonald
Mike
got-
McDonald, first defensive
got
coordinator
his
job?
first defensive coordinator job with what team?
Really? So he's got a lot of experience. The only 2 teams I can eliminate are the Dolphins and the Ravens because I don't remember him with the Dolphins. How about the Falcons? That's a shot in the dark.
I'm going to duck.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
gonna duck.
Is it the Dolphins? Oh, no. Seahawks?
No, it is the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah. It's trying to be tricky, and there's no way I would get it.
I honestly did not mean to be that
That's
tricky.
fine. That's crazy.
On to-
Well,
You're not gonna guess. I mean, maybe he might have coached defense in high school if you want to keep going.
He did, actually.
Yeah,
It was his
so.
first. No, I was like thinking that because of all the news about him and your newfound love for him, you may have known that.
Not newfound love. It was a very good speech. Number 1. Number 2, I say David advance anyway because Ravens was kind of the correct answer. So good for him.
Question number 3. It's the last question, number 4 we have too, by the way. What American League player was intentionally walked the most in baseball last season?
Aaron Judge.
It's got to
Ding, ding, ding.
Got to be.
Nice job,
Either
David.
him or,
David.
could have
I'm
been the
gonna put you on
dumper, I
hold.
guess, but Aaron Judge, yeah. Very good. Winner for you, David.
Wasn't
Yep.
he walked this year with walked in a run, intentionally
Bases
walked in
loaded?
a run?
I know that happened to Bonds.
I'm not sure if that happened.
I believe
Did it happen?
I think the Blue Jays were like, we're not throwing
I
to
think
They might have
somebody
thought
did
about it.
do it. I think somebody might have.
they
been
might have
judged.
thought about it. I don't remember it happening. I do remember Buck Showalter doing it to Bonds back in the day.
That is wild that you'd rather give up the run than let Barry
And
hit
give up
it.
4. Yeah, it's better.
true.
All right, very good. David's the winner today. We take a quick time out. We got a whole bunch more crazy stuff for you. This here says next segment, Dwight Howard is always late for the bus.
Oh, Chris is gonna love this topic.
I can't imagine where this is going.
I
But I'm
sent it just because we
Okay.
talked about this.
looking
Good time.
forward to it. It's coming up. More hijinks and Gwynn and Chris after traffic.
kind of gloomy Friday afternoon. A little bit of rain in the forecast. Cruising through this Friday show, and the next thing we're going to guess comment on, and it's a subject that my phone is going off, I think. It's a subject that Chris and I have talked about, considering that we travel with teams. As you know, it's a little bit different traveling professional level, college level.
But one thing is even on all counts, and that is if the bus is slated for 4:00, you better be on it at 10 to 4.
So that leads us to our clip.
Yeah.
Jason Williams, a.k.a. White Chocolate, as he was known
remember him.
for San Francisco.
If you ever want to see some fun highlights, by the way, call up some of his YouTube videos.
Man.
He's not famous for a whole lot, but he made some great passes that are really fun to watch.
He was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
The clip that comes to mind is him like losing Gary Payton on a fast break, who was like the
not
premier
easy to lose
defender
him,
at that time.
The glove.
Yeah, the glove. But anyway, Jason Williams sitting down on a podcast talking about buses and times.
Some people would pull up to the plane and be the first one there, but be the last one on the plane, just because they just felt obligated to be an hour late, make y'all wait an hour.
Damn. The whole team.
Like Dwight Howard, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Dwight Howard is the worst. The worst.
Yeah.
I mean, Stan Van Gundy would write on the game, like we were on the road. After the game, he'd give our talk, whatever. He'd write on the board whatever time the bus was going to be to leave the arena. We usually give us like an hour and a half to shower and get ready, what to talk to them, whatever. We always was on the bus for at least 30 or 40 more minutes extra with Dwight Howard.
Damn.
I'm like, Stan, let's leave his ass.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I can't leave him. I'm like, why not? Well, because he gets 30 and 15 every night.
He said I understood that at that point.
30 and 15.
It,
but
it made me think of you, though.
Yeah. I'm not going to pick on Juan Soto. Hey, look, I've never been a fan. I think Scraby will be with me on this one. And you will too, Tony. I think all of us. When you're late, I always feel it's a bit like you're telling everybody else involved that your time and you are more important than them. And I just think it's a bad message to send.
It does.
It's an
even if you listen, because I think especially at the professional realm,
yeah,
there is a level in which you reach where you may have earned the right to pop in a couple minutes late.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
However, it doesn't mean that it should be used, because regardless of whether you've earned that right, after a while, it still starts to come off
to frustrate guys.
As you just said. Like, my time is more important than
Don't care
everybody
about
else.
the fact that you may have to get home and call your wife and take care of something at your business, whatever it is. Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. He at least Jason Williams initially was gonna try to skate by without
He
mentioning
said,
it.
forget it.
I still don't. I know it's sports. I just don't like the. Well, he's really good. That's why we let him be.
But
45.
It's not just hold up. It's not just sports, though. It's not.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
It's
life.
It's really
Actors
all
get
walks of
this-
life.
And let's go back to what our guy Ryan Clark, was it? I mean, I don't like a lot of things he said, but he did say that the amount of time you're allowed to be late or mess up is in direct correlation to how
100%.
good you are.
Yeah.
And that just is a fact.
And it
now,
doesn't-
those of us that are not good, we don't really think about it. But those of them that are good, they use it to their advantage sometimes.
That does not mean that it's not annoying.
Right.
You're just willing to deal with it in those circumstances.
You would like the superstars to be, one of the group. And I think the best teams are lucky enough to have superstars that are like that. 100%. And there are superstars that are like that.
I mean, you think about somebody like Kobe Bryant. You heard him say that he had to learn that not everybody could be coached or handled in the same way he was. And he had to learn as a leader.
Yeah.
He had to learn to kind of, bring it down a little bit for certain guys.
Do you remember the line that one of my favorite lines of the year when Troy Aikman was telling the story about Jimmy Johnson when he came to the Cowboys, and Jimmy Johnson got up in front of the group and said the exact opposite of what you think he'd say. Jimmy Johnson said, "You're not all equal, And I'm not going to treat you all equal. If you want to get a little what you perceive to be special treatment, become a special player. And that was what Jimmy Johnson's message was. You want to get a little love like Troy Aikman, then be as good as Troy Aikman.
Yeah, that's early 90s. He's talking like that.
Troy Aikman said that's the only coach I ever played for that ever said that, but it's true. You have to treat the star different than the 11th or 12th guy on the bench.
In the same way that most good teams have a star that kind of blends.
Yeah, it helps.
All those good teams also have the other guys that are accepting, understanding that it's got to be this way.
If you're the 11th player on the team on a basketball, but you think you're the number one player, that's not going to work either.
Yeah.
You
either won't be on that team very much longer, or you're going to actually be causing that team to not be as good as they can be.
And that's why those are the things we don't see behind the scenes. Because look, every team in the, let's just use, NBA, for example, every team in the NBA has superstar players, some maybe a little better superstars than others, or college basketball, all these kids all around. You'd never know what the dynamic of a team is going to be until the team is together. You just can't predict it.
Yeah, you heard Bailey say it when she was talking about the seven new girls.
Seven new players this
year. She said it was kind of sketchy at first because you don't know what the 7 new personalities
how they're going to fit,
how they're going to blend in. Can they accept the type of structure that in this case San Diego State has kind of put together?
That's part of my enjoyment of being part of a team, even on the outside, like I am. I like to see the building and the growth of a team every year. And it's a different story and a different path every year.
Yeah.
And that goes for all pro teams. You're with the Padres, whoever's with everybody. Every team has to make that growth, and then certain years are special. And certain years, it sometimes just never does come together.
Yeah.
And it's just there's a missing piece the whole year, and you just can't quite put your finger on it.
Kind of seen that just at the Padres in the last couple of years, right? 22 didn't know what to expect. They do what they do, and then 23 you have different expectations, and it just never
same guys
quite came together.
Yep, interesting but true.
Yeah. All right, let's get to break. On the other side,
did Dwight Howard, by the way, get a chance to rebut Jason Williams?
Not yet. This just came.
Like
this popped up today.
Late, man. That's what are you doing the whole time?
I have to assume that he was also referring to Dwight when he said, "I knew people that would get there early and be the last one on." Still,
I don't understand that.
That would be I don't know.
What are you doing in your car? I would much rather get on the plane and do that.
Well,
I think what Jason Williams is saying, Dwight Howard had to be the guy that people waited for.
You cut it off, but that's exactly what Jason Williams said. He said some guys, he didn't mention Dwight's name at that point, but he said some guys just feel obligated to make you wait for them.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to break.
Scraby, I'm not ready for the break. Hang on, wait for me.
Big 5 on the other side.
I'm making you wait.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right, let's wait.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
Yeah,
it's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the measurement unit.
The X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education, because I did not know.
I've allowed milk and bread, but if I was asked,
tell us the actual rules of this. Like
the rule is,
see if you can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
One of you can't do it anymore.
Yeah. That's not happening.
Until you can't do it anymore.
I will take one.
The winner, Scrady, has a jar of a couple of my jars.
I think they both are winners if they pass this. I hate to
winners.
say, yeah,
of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now, this is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
maybe.
Okay. All right.
Now, this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's do it. There, away he goes. He does have a full spoonful for those listening.
I'm literally sweating watching him do this right now. That's a full spoon.
All right.
That is a full
down
spoon.
the hatch we go.
All right. And man, he went the whole thing. He did not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh,
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in? Wow.
You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby. Scraby,
both did.
did you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff. It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see it.
Tasty.
I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. I am. Are you? No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
He's all
you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what the
there.
tactician's all about.
We always said
Spoonful
that.
too?
Yeah, go for
Oh
it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least used a different spoon, no double dipping.
All right.
I didn't know where I don't think
I always
it
thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona, but evidently it's just the opposite.
All right, big
He
boss
is
Michael
handling
Valenzuela
it.
in the
Wait,
YouTube
no,
chat,
dog.
by the way.
What you waiting on? You let laughing at drip in your hand. Oh, okay.
Scraby, where are you? Let me see.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Adam, and Adam's not having any problem at all.
Look at you, Adam.
Adam is backed up.
But this
I must tell you, Tony,
wait,
that Adam has cashed the check.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
did.
cashed
You said
his
I wouldn't be
check.
able to catch
I
it.
did.
No, you
I
cashed
sure
it,
did.
man.
You
You
proved me
cashed it
wrong,
for
my
sure.
friend.
Scraby,
I gotta tell you though, this is further proof that whatever we got him with that tie,
the tie thing,
was
yeah, because
super weak.
this is less than a 10,
he's
right?
He's over here having a difficult time.
You're turning a little red,
The time
Scraby.
was just as bad.
You're turning a little red.
By the way,
Faster.
this is delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
he's
He's
going
going
another
another one.
Yes.
Come on, Adam. Wow,
Delicious.
you're gonna have to come back in 6 months with like an 88.
Oh.
It's 38.
We'll have to go with the higher Scoville next time.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's talking
Drop-
trash now.
Well, he
I haven't had a sip of milk or bread.
He hasn't even reached for it.
No, he doesn't
came out
even
of the
need the
gates
bread.
talking trash.
All right.
All right. Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to take another one.
What?
Well,
Why
you
are
got a
doing
whole
this
other
to
spoon?
yourself.
No, because I don't want.
You don't want Adam to say
He
he
has
has
By the way,
wing sauce,
yeah, he
baby.
get the whole
Full spoon,
get the same
baby.
thing that like he's dropping it all in there.
Keep the studio clean.
It's all anybody's
Big
worried
boss
about.
Michael watching over here. Come on.
Woo, boy, Scrabe, get back in front of the camera. Your face is red, Scrabe, isn't it, Tony? Are you
I'm
seeing
sweating.
the same thing?
You are sweating. Your face is definitely.
Why do you keep doing that?
You're not feeling anything?
Adam isn't even
Anything?
moved over
I
there.
feel a 1 or maybe a 2 out of 10 here.
Wow.
Adam
That's ridiculous
Klug-
because I'm.
Wow.
Adam Klug is a tough
Amy's
son of
not
a
bent
gun.
over the trash can.
No,
over
I had
there.
to spit.
I was going to say, it looks like Adam Klug may be producing the rest of the show because he's fine. Scraby may need
Scraby's
to
going to
go
bed.
get
bed. Yeah, you know,
assistance.
here's what
Frank-
the milk do. It might
Frank
work
predicted
better.
that.
No.
Oh, did he?
Frank
Scraby's having
predicted that.
bread.
Oh yeah, that Adam would just cruise through this with
Frank
no problem.
predicted this.
He did.
Frank on the last show.
I
said
know you
Adam
had
would
it
have
like
no
that.
problem.
He did.
I got a newfound respect from Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yes,
here.
you do.
So-
all right.
So Scraby has the prizes for you, Adam. You have one, a jar of the ghost
You can
pepper
have as much of this
salsa
as you want at all
and
times.
the
Yeah.
Mr. Lane's Roasty 38 chili powder.
You should let me have that chili powder though. I think I do. I think I would do more damage.
Started
with
off
this.
giving me the mild. My
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the
Something.
world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement unit.
and the X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know.
I've allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I'd
us
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like
The rule
Want to see if you
is
can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
Yeah, that's,
One
that's
of you
not
can't
happening.
do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
Fools.
I will take
And
one.
the winner,
spoonful of
Scraby,
this.
has a jar
Yes.
of
Here it
a
is.
couple of my jars.
I think they
Products.
both are winners if they pass
Hold on one
this.
second.
I hate to
Winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now I am.
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Now
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
All right, are we doing
All right,
this?
hold on.
Here we go.
All right. Let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There,
full
away he goes.
spoonful
He
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He
for
does.
those
There's-
listening.
there's
on
no
that.
doubt. I'm literally sweating watching him
That's
do
a
this
full
right
spoon?
now. That's a full spoon. For
All right.
sure.
That is a full
Down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
he's- and man, from announcing today's biggest fan. So stick around for that. We also have our Big Five. It's coming up here in a moment or two. And I got to be honest with you guys. I have no idea what we're doing in the 5 o'clock hour. Do you have something?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You got something lined up?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this Dodgers TV thing. June Lee.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
We're going to dive back into this.
You know,
We also have to
I
do
hope we
our-
got it all lined up this
Well,
time.
we're going to play him explaining it.
Okay.
I also I didn't put in the list here, but NFL championship game picks. We'll tell you
520.
who's going to the Super Bowl. I can tell you who's really annoying about NFL picks right now. One, Connor May, my godson, who you guys know in our fantasy league. We've been exchanging picks by text the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. He's currently 10-0. Picked every playoff game right
He's
so
the
far.
wrong. He's the wrong guy to be having going 10-0.
Yes, because
he
he's
feels
going to let me
himself
know
big time.
about it.
Yes, absolutely.
You may have won the fantasy this year, but I'm 10-0 because he won the fantasy a couple times also. He's such a good kid, but he's definitely got the hammer on me here. 10-0. Impressive.
He's a good fantasy player for sure.
He is, and he's a pretty good fan of the sports and seems to read things quite well. All right, Scrape, let's get traffic underway, or
well, I'll do it in the middle of
in the middle of the Big Five. All right. Well, so hey, place your bets.
Okay. And we are broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Let's get right into it.
Number 5.
And we're going to start with Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. I hope he has stopped crying at this point because he needs to find a new coach, everybody. It's been reported that Josh Allen is going to be a significant part of the interview process for the next Bills head coach. Now, this is a vague response to it, but I saw Ryan Fitzpatrick, former quarterback in the NFL, on Twitter vaguely said he did not agree with this. So that's all. We didn't get any explanation, but he said he didn't agree.
Doesn't agree what? That Josh Allen should have a say?
That's what I'm presuming.
Okay.
Chris, how much of a say should a quarterback have on their head coach?
I think a lot. I mean, who's going to be easier to dispose of in Buffalo? Whoever they hire as coach or Josh Allen?
Yeah, the coach.
I would say Josh Allen's not going anywhere, so might as well bring him somebody he feels comfortable with. We did kick this around a little earlier, and I think it's different for different teams. I know it's different from the Dolphins because they don't even have a quarterback they can ask.
No, they don't.
So
kind of makes it difficult,
right? Yeah, they don't have any input.
Hey, Quinn Ewers, you want to choose the quarterback?
Yeah, I don't think Quinn had a call on that.
You don't think Quinn's getting that opportunity?
No, I don't think so.
And I doubt they got input from Tua, who's still on the roster.
Doubt that as well.
Do you think he'll play next year for anyone? You do, right? You think somebody's going to give him a shot and put him in the lineup?
Yes. There's a quarterback. He's going to be a Steeler.
No.
They don't
Steelers
have a
aren't
quarterback
that silly.
unless Aaron Rodgers comes back. They got Mason Rudolph.
I don't think it's any better than a 50-50 shot that Tua's in behind center on opening day.
On opening day, I'm not sure, but he's going to play next year.
I think that I don't know. We're getting off.
We're getting off the subject a little bit, but we have time. We can always run over. Scraby never minds that.
Tony, how much of a say should a quarterback have on their head coach?
A lot. This type of quarterback should have.
Okay,
When I say a lot in terms of what a player should be able to
Do they get
offer.
a vote?
No, but their opinion should be valued pretty highly. They're going to be working with this head coach on a consistent basis. This is Josh Allen is. You can make an argument if between 1 and 3 of the best quarterbacks in football. And so I think when you're in that category, your opinion should be valued highly.
All right, I'm gonna play a quick name game with you guys. Does a guy like here we go, Kirk Cousins have a say?
No.
Okay.
He has. I think
barely a starter.
No, the answer is no.
What about C.J. Stroud?
After last week, I don't know that he's going to be quarterbacking anywhere.
Not on the level of
agreed.
Josh Allen, but he should have some say.
Some say. Okay, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, same as CJ Stroud.
And the rest of them are pretty self-explanatory. But I guess Jackson Dart's got a say in the John Harbaugh.
Not really. I don't think he
Okay,
did.
let's do
I
this.
can't imagine if Jackson Dart.
Like, I don't want John.
Yeah, we got Harbaugh, but let's make sure Jackson's in on it.
I don't think
All right,
so.
last one. Cam Ward, #1 overall pick, the future of the franchise.
I think I would include him. I would if I was making a smart decision.
I would include him. I don't know that he gets as much of a
He doesn't
sway
get veto power
as Lawrence and Stroud, because how much does he know? He's only in his second year. You need somebody to come in and kind of bring him along.
Yeah.
So if he has a lot to say, I would be surprised. Outside of, I like the person.
Yeah, he seems cool.
Number 4.
In the confusing and weird state. Wait, sorry. Let me start that over. Is the confusing and weird state of college football affecting their bottom line? It doesn't seem like it is. Monday night's title game averaged 30.1 million viewers. It was the biggest crowd since 2015 when 33.7 million watched Ohio State and Oregon. The Indiana-Miami game also outpaced the January 2025 game between Ohio State and Notre Dame by 36%. So, Tony, why do you think so many people watched? Is it simply Indiana effect?
I think America loves what they can, and this is weird because Indiana is not an underdog, but they had that kind of Cinderella feel because they've come out of nowhere. And America definitely likes sports where there's a perceived team that usually isn't in this spotlight. And not only are they in it, they're like dominating it. I think people like that kind of thing.
Chris, what do you think? Why do you think so many people watch the national title game?
Because we're sports fans, and it's a championship game, and it's on a Monday night, and it's running unopposed. And, we like to watch that. I mean, we put all that other stuff aside for 3-4 hours, and it was kind of fun to do. I think they would have had I rating if it wasn't Indiana, but having Indiana didn't hurt because they were kind of a fun story.
Yeah, I did like to see a different uniform in a national title game for once.
Number 3.
I mean, really having two new teams that we haven't seen in a while.
Miami hasn't been there for
that's
a
true.
minute.
I think, and that's the other thing. I mean, I don't know what Indiana's fan base, but Miami has a pretty big following.
Yes, they do.
How did Jesse do after the game? Did you send him a note?
I left it
Left it
alone.
simmer?
I left it alone.
Okay.
Division I athletic leaders approved uniform patches, creating a new revenue stream for the NCAA that could generate millions to fund athletic departments and pay players. Starting August 1st, teams can wear up to 2 4-square-inch patches on regular season uniforms, in addition to manufacturer logos. Postseason rules committees, including those for March Madness and the College Football Playoff, are deciding how to handle patches, prioritizing no competition with the NCAA sponsors.
Money, 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 money.
Money. Chris, do you have any issues with these patches?
I used to, but I can't stop them. I mean, that stupid thing on the side of the baseball helmet in the World Series.
Oh, Strauss or whatever?
I mean,
Strauss?
If they're going to allow that, then I got to allow this. And I just hope some of the money,
should go to the players.
Dream. No, here's a dream. I would hope some of the new money trickles down to some of the other athletes who aren't getting all of the money now. But that is a dream, as I said.
Yes, it is. Tony, you have any issues with these patches?
No. I don't.
Okay.
I think it, in some ways it might be of help in terms of them figuring out ways to kind of level the playing field.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego State could get some money from patches and things.
Another revenue, what's funny is, yeah, exactly. Another revenue stream to kind of figure out how to help a school like San Diego State be able to keep up a little bit more. But you do know the other teams
they're not
are
the only ones
right,
getting
the
it.
other teams
Yeah.
are going to get them, and
Right.
it's going to keep that.
In fact,
distance
Alabama's going to be able to charge more for their patch
LSU.
than San Diego's going to be able to charge for theirs.
Yeah.
I hate to say.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Number 2.
Right-handed reliever Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Sir Anthony!
And the Chicago White Sox are in agreement on a 2-year, $20 million deal with a mutual option, sources told ESPN. Now, Chris, you were asking, why is this guy getting paid $10 million a year to be a reliever? Well, he is going to be their closer. So they got a deal on the closer by paying him $10 million. The deal is pending a physical, but it positions him to be the closer, and it's the third multi-year contract that the White Sox have handed out this winter. Japanese star Munetaka Murakami and left-hander Anthony Kay also received 2-year deals. Plus, they traded Luis Robert Jr. to the Mets and got back second baseman Luis Angel Acuna and right-handed pitcher Truman Pauly. So, Tony, how far are the White Sox? Let's say this. Let me start that over again. I'll just ask, how far are the White Sox away from competing?
I'd say there's still another 2 years, 3 years from competing. They got some young dudes there that can play.
They're making moves.
Who?
I can't think of their names.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Shortstop there is pretty good. Young shortstop, I think it's Colston. Got the catcher, pretty good young player. I think.
And your friend's the manager, so.
We appreciate Will.
That has very
sure.
little. That has very little to do with it. I just think they're moving in the direction that you want to see a team move that has set a record for losses, and in the following year has improved on that. And I think they're on their way.
Chris, how far do you think the White Sox are from
competing? You said that's not winning anything.
No.
Yeah, they were 10 games from escaping the cellar last year. They went from, I think, 43 to 60. That's a pretty good jump, actually. But going from 60 to 75 is much, much harder. I say I will never see the White Sox in the World Series until Jerry Reinsdorf coughs up ownership of the team.
That's happening soonish, right?
Yep.
They keep saying that, and he
I
keeps
thought Matt
owning it.
Ishbia is going to take over soon, not this year, but
yeah, I think the White Sox are still a ways. I don't have enough faith. The one good thing for them, the division is terrible. So if they catch a little, flyer on a couple players, maybe they could close the gap.
All right.
Number 1.
Nice job, guys. We are flying through this. So let's talk about this for the next 7 minutes. Curt Cignetti is front and center in the spotlight in the college football
I have an
world.
additional bonus Big Five if we need it.
All right. So much so, Chipotle, or as I like to call it, Chipotle, has added a special signature Curt Cignetti meal called the I Win Bowl. Because when he was hired, they asked him, what are you going to do for the school? He said, I win, Google me.
Yeah,
so it's the I Win Bowl. This bowl consists of, and here's the news. This bowl consists of brown rice, black beans, and chicken with a side of guacamole, which isn't always included with his meal. That's it. And the writer who tried this and wrote about it said it was bland and spicy. Was
just
really,
like the coach.
How can it be bland and spicy?
He said, the writer said that the chicken is very spicy without anything on it, which I thought was weird. Chris, you're up first. What do you think of the I Win Bowl? Brown rice, black beans, and chicken.
You'd eat that.
You wouldn't be mad at it?
Mad at it?
It's not enough for me.
Chicken, brown rice, and beans?
I need some lettuce.
I just like Curt Cignetti, so anything with his name on it, I'm going to at least check it out on the menu. And he's just doing what everybody who's ever gotten sudden fame like this is doing, which is, striking while the iron's hot. Chipotle is maybe missing the mark, but at least they're trying.
Oh, it's his bowl. It's like McDonald's has the, celebrity meals.
I'm good with
Travis
this.
Scott was like, you get high C.
Curt Cignetti, you said spicy but bland. That describes him perfectly.
It kind of does.
That's
it kind of
him.
does.
So.
Tony, what do you think of the I Win Bowl?
By the way, Colson Montgomery and Kyle Teal were the two players I was referring to for the
Kyle
White
Teal,
Sox.
yeah.
Never heard of either, but go ahead.
I think Kyle Teal was
Gotta do your homework.
I won't.
He was in a big trade.
White Sox, no homework.
What was the question?
AL Central, I don't know any players in that division.
Of course you do.
What do you think of the I Win Bowl?
I guess it describes Cignetti pretty well. Bland but spicy. That's all I got.
That's all we need.
I just think that, like, you can't spice it up a little bit with some
Have
at
you
least
seen
lettuce?
him? Have you seen?
Yeah, I have.
Coach
But
Signetti?
apparently, he goes to Chipotle all the time.
He seems like the type that would eat there every day. Same thing. Same exact order.
That blows my mind.
Wade Boggs was a chicken guy. Everybody's got a
fried
little something
chicken.
they like.
Chicken and beer.
Chicken and beer. All right.
I got a minute to throw this in because I saw this story earlier, and it's college basketball, and it's about the Alabama kid, Charles Bediako. Started at center against the Aztecs.
Oh, someone was
3
mad that he
years
played.
ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago in the Sweet 16, Charles Bediako was the starting center in that game.
Me and Jesse watched that game.
Oh, yeah. And then me and Scraby watched it.
Yeah.
And then he signed to go into the NBA. 2 years, drafted by the Spurs. Never quite made it, but signed a two-way contract. Played for multiple G League teams. In fact, played in a G League game last Saturday. But he's learned the error of his ways, apparently. He wants back in college.
Oh.
Alabama says, come on back. The NCAA said, nah, that's it. We can't. We got to draw the line somewhere.
They said if you've signed someplace.
We can't do it. Well, Alabama's taken it a step further, as has Charles Bediako.
Oh.
They have sued in a court of law for a temporary restraining order. And guess what?
They won.
They've received that temporary restraining order.
How?
I have a final line on this one, but let's hold off on it for now. Bediako will be in uniform this Saturday when Alabama plays whoever they're playing. The temporary restraining order is good for 10 days. So he can play now. Back at Alabama 3 years after. Of course, Nate Oates says, well, we're just trying to do what we can do because the rules allow it. Well, but you don't have to do it, Nate. But here's the bottom line. The judge who ruled in favor of Charles Bediako for a temporary restraining order has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Alabama over the last several years. What is going on in this world?
How does that judge get the case? Like, it should go to someone else immediately.
Well, he should have recused himself.
Well,
from the
that's
case.
Right.
true.
He should have recused himself, but of course he did not. He will be playing on Saturday.
Like,
I'm trying to find the judge's name here, but it's not important,
this is
really.
where we're at, right? Like,
This is where we are.
Even if he was able to rule honestly, just the way it looks at this point.
Right. If he wasn't thinking about
Like,
all
he
the money
wasn't
he's
thinking about
donated
all.
to the program.
If it just never crossed his mind.
It's still a
It
terrible
still looks
decision.
crazy.
Said Bediako. I love Bediako's lawyers in the argument.
What did they say?
They said Charles has had a change of heart. If he had known that the NIL money was going to take off the way it did at the time he decided to go pro, he would have never gone pro in the first place.
I kind of buy it.
Yes, but I can't buy it because if he would have made the Spurs and been in the NBA, he would not have been saying
He would
that.
not be back at Alabama.
So he took his shot to go to the NBA. Didn't work. He's in the G League. He's redoing.
I want to redo.
So this is another dangerous precedent. Said Brian Dutcher when asked about this by Mark Ziegler. He said, I'm kind of glad this is happening because these are the kind of ridiculous situations that are going to have to keep happening so that we can finally do something about it. There you go.
Crazy.
Who are they playing on Saturday?
Not sure.
Well,
that
whoever
doesn't
that
seem to be
school is,
important to anybody.
I'm going to my judge and I'm filing a temporary restraining order on the
right to
temporary
say that he
restraining
can't
order.
play. Yeah, right. Yeah, can you do that?
Tit for tat.
All right.
June Lee, Dodgers TV deal. We'll talk about it. NFL picks at 520, 97.3 The Fan.
Chris Ello, Matt Scraby.
Best happy hour of the week, Tony.
Yes, it is the last happy hour of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few items to get to, one of which I find to be quite rich. You know, we've been having a lot of conversation and feeling bad for Ole Miss because Lane Kiffin is just raiding their roster.
Stealing everybody.
Coaches.
Yes.
They aren't above being criticized themselves because apparently they are playing the same game elsewhere. And we'll get to that here in a bit. As I said, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby, talking some sports with you guys here on this Friday. No Padre news as of yet. Nothing new, so to speak. Still kind of just counting down the days till spring training. It'll be here before you know it.
What do we got? 2 weeks and a half, basically. No? Yeah.
That's about right.
The 11th is the
pitchers and catchers.
The day, yeah. So 18 days, 2.5 weeks. Exactly. Thank you, Chris. Very good.
To this Ole Miss story. Dabo Sweeney, who's what you got?
Nothing. I just don't have I thought we were going with Dodgers, so I was ready with the Dodgers stat.
Oh, that's right. We got the June
yeah, Scraby's big on this Dodger thing.
Yeah, let's
we can go down. I just need to get the audio ready.
No, let's just do the Dodger thing because that's what we said we were gonna do. I just kind of lost.
It's all good.
My train of thought there. So explain this. This is what Scraby was trying to explain earlier when he was rambling on.
Yes, thank you. This is June
Wait,
Lee.
what time was that he was rambling on?
All show. June Lee used to work for ESPN, now an independent journalist, but very connected in the sports world, and he's going to explain this whole thing much better than I could ever.
An exception in the contract. Under MLB rules, teams are supposed to share a big chunk of their local TV money with the rest of the league. Think of it like a tax system. Big market teams help smaller teams so everyone has a chance to compete. That tax is roughly 1/3 of the team's local TV money. But when the Dodgers signed their TV deal, it completely shattered expectations. The deal was roughly $8 billion over 25 years, far more than MLB had projected. If MLB applied its typical formula, the Dodgers would have owed about $95.2 million a year into revenue sharing. But here's the twist. Because the Dodgers had just gone bankrupt, MLB agreed in federal court to lock in a fair market value for the rights of Dodgers baseball games on television. With the number the court decided, the Dodgers only had to pay $28.6 million per year, saving nearly $66.6 million every single season. It's like if the Dodgers built a mansion, but MLB kept taxing them as if they were living in a small house. And according to a leaked source, that exception doesn't expire until 2039, when the Dodgers TV deal expires. In other words, for nearly 3 decades, the Dodgers TV revenue is going to be taxed as if they were still a bankrupt franchise. That is completely unprecedented in American sports history, and it's one of the things the Dodgers have taken advantage of to make sure they can win as much as possible during this window.
Wow. Let's first of all, my first thought is let's fire whoever made the deal. Secondly,
I see.
Yeah, somebody had to make a deal to say that's cool. You can only pay this amount of money for 39 years or 30 years
till 2039.
Till 39, so that's okay. 13 more years times $66 million. Hold on a second. I have an Apple phone. It's not as fast as yours, Scrape.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 13 times. Oh, we didn't get into that big topic we were going to do. Anyway, 858 billion. That's how much money they're going to save.
In total, or the next.
Well, let me.
That can't be billion.
All right.
I mean, it's got to be 850.
Here you guys go doing math on live air again.
Well, he's not got a calculator.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing.
What were you adding, Chris?
66000.
First of all, let's give some context to
equals
this June Lee
$858 million. The Dodgers are saving almost $1 billion thanks to these dummies who agreed to that deal.
Okay, let's get some
context there.
Let's get some context here.
Who are you now, Tommy Lasorda, defending the blue?
I just, we can't be ridiculous like you guys are being right now.
How is this?
Just let's give a context. How did they get to bankruptcy?
I honestly don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the previous ownership in McCourt, right? Him and his wife, they go through the whole thing. I think that's when bankruptcy was introduced. So new ownership comes in, Mark Walters. Here's the crazy part about the Mark Walters group. They have been, from what I read, have been recently subsidized with a lot of cash from the Middle East.
Oh.
And so that's how they were able, from what
Oh.
I gather, able to buy the Lakers here that most recently.
Oh, wow.
In that deal. So, I mean, I don't know that the bankruptcy thing was connected to the Walters group until they bought the team. And they have just continued the deal that was made with the McCourts, I believe, to continue whatever it was through 39. Now, you can make the argument that 39 was way too long, but I don't think Major League Baseball knew that the McCourt or the new ownership was going to come in and be able to enhance their
baseball should have figured that out because it's costing the game and it's going to cost them.
Oh, is it? How is it costing them the game?
Because the Dodgers are spending all this ridiculous amount of. This is not something I'm necessarily against. I'm telling you what's happening. They got 66 extra million a year because of this guffaw.
According to June Lee.
According to June Lee's story and
Guffaw.
his story. 66 million. They're using that to buy the likes of Kyle Tucker, which is eventually going to halt baseball.
They're using this to buy the likes of
But they're going to get 66. They're going to save 66 million more next year.
Not the Ohtani. None of that is factoring into this money, right?
I think the biggest problem is that people think the Dodgers are on an unfair playing field, and they are.
Then let's just leave it at that. Like, I just feel like we just reaching for more and more things, and these things are all easy for y'all to believe, right? Because the fury is already there.
You don't think that the Dodgers getting $66 million extra a year is a problem?
If indeed that is actually true. See how quickly
I trust him.
Oh, you do?
I do.
What else can you recite of June's that you are just a big fan of?
He was on Ben Woods this morning. Great guy.
Okay, so
Great
that's exactly.
June Lee's nickname is Abraham Lincoln. Don't you kid yourself.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, the point is that there isn't a uneven playing field. Adding all these extra pieces to it doesn't change any of that. It just gives you guys more reason to be irritated.
Doesn't
with what
change any of it, but it explains one reason why the Dodgers, to me, it explains or helps explain why when the Mets offer $50 million, the Dodgers don't offer $51 million. They just go straight to 60.
Why doesn't MLB?
It's absurd how much money they're spending, Tony. They don't even need to spend it.
Why isn't Major League Baseball
55 to 60? And that's a $5 million difference.
Over 4 years, that's $20 million, which apparently is monopoly money.
See, what I don't understand is why Major League Baseball, number one, 2039 is ridiculous. Number two, why didn't they come back and be like, hey, you guys are making so much money, we have to renegotiate this because we helped you when you needed it.
Who's to say they did?
Abraham Lincoln.
Julie did not say Major League Baseball went to them and say, hey, we need to negotiate this. Who's to say they did?
I don't know.
What would force the Dodgers into doing it at that point?
Nothing, and they won't.
It's the same thing with the whole TV rights, right? What's going to force them into giving up that?
You know what this kind of reminds me of? I'm not, Tony. You're totally not wrong. I think Scraby and I are trying to speak for the masses who hate the Dodgers, and that's a lot of us.
This
around
isn't even
here.
about the Dodgers. This is an unfair advantage that they're getting.
But here's what reminds me of, and maybe this is something maybe you'll think this is too much of a stretch. Maybe it'll make sense to you. In 1994, the Chargers went to the Super Bowl. In 1995, I sat in a press conference while the then mayor of the city of San Diego, too bad I don't remember her name and doesn't really matter.
What year is this?
1995, the year after they went.
Okay.
She stood up at the podium and she said, we just signed a deal to keep the Chargers in San Diego for 25 more years.
Susan Golding.
Thank you. Susan Golding. 25 years or 20 years, whatever it was. Chargers can't leave, but in exchange, we gave them the ticket guarantee, which we will pay for every seat that is not sold in that stadium. But, said Susan, they sell out every game, so that's not going to really cost us anything.
Until they stop.
And I
selling
remember
out.
sitting there going, well, it may not cost you anything now, but wait till the Chargers go 6-10 again. I mean, yes, if they went to the Super Bowl every year, this would be a hell of a deal.
Right.
But that's not likely. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, to a lot of people, the ticket guarantee, which was never renegotiated.
I do remember hearing that a lot about the
right.
ticket.
And did they ever renegotiate it? Did the Spanoses ever come forward and go, this is such a good deal for us.
We're going to give it back.
We're going to give some of it back. No, it never happened. The team left. That is part of the reason they left, I believe, was the short-sightedness of that deal. So that's why I feel baseball here was, that's my comparison in the terms of it being too short-sighted. And what Scraby's saying is true. The Dodgers aren't going to give any of it back, nor should they. That was the deal.
I'm saying that. Scraby didn't say that.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they should give anything back because, again, they're doing it within the rules. But how many, these rules, everybody follows them, and then one team's like, you know what? I'm going to actually take advantage of the rule. And then people are looking around like, I thought we actually weren't going to do that because that was like the gentleman way of doing things. But
well, I think that's where the actual issue is that they have been willing to go where no one else has. And they are probably, no, not probably, they're the only one that can go where no one else has. And so, yeah, no, I understand that part. I just, the piling on extra things in order to make you feel even more angry at
Look at that wrestling up there, Tony. Scrappy and I are piling on. We're jumping from the top rope, baby.
That's what it feels like. WWE.
That's it.
That's exactly
We're
what
flying
it feels
in from
like.
the top rope.
Yeah.
Let's get to break. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Have we got traffic?
Yeah,
we do.
All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yep.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that.
It
wouldn't hurt.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back. And there's 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here. And then the going straight is also red. And that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right. I've got cars on my left. I got 2 in front of me. I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right, you're stuck.
You're not going anywhere.
And my first thought, of course, as a good scout or, athlete, is to look around. Is there any way out? Can I back up? Can I, I'll do anything. But there is nowhere for me to go.
No.
It happens a third time.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty clear at this point, this light's broken. And I'm starting to think, how are we going to get out of this? Am I going to have to call, the police to come and fix it? No one's going to know it's broken.
911 emergency response.
Yeah.
Emergency. Ruffin Road in Claremont. The light is stuck.
The light is stuck. And so this is 5 minutes probably, but you can imagine 5 minutes.
No,
that's a long
That's a
time,
long
right?
time.
Well, when it comes to the 4th time, I finally start just leaning on my horn.
Oh.
I'm trying to get...
What are the people in front of you going to do?
Well, because there was a moment, right, after the traffic comes this way, it paused.
You want them to run the light.
You could at least a couple people could run the light. We could get this going here.
You want them to run the light.
I did.
Break the law.
Well, they had to. Otherwise, we'd still be there. Anyway, so this is going on. So I'm starting leaning on my horn. The lady next to me looks at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Good for her. Good for her.
And good for her. Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm like,
I'm just
ma'am,
kidding.
are you just clueless? Were you going to sit here the rest of your life?
She has faith that the light's going to turn eventually.
Evidently so. If it had gone again, the guy next to me on this side rolled down his passenger window. That starts to go down. I think he's going to be mad, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure the light's broken. Like, how do you not know this? We've all been sitting here for 6-7 minutes now." The two cars at the very front of the left turn lane are not budging. So they apparently are content to sit there for as long as it need be.
They also have faith that the light is going to turn.
But I have no faith.
What gives them that faith?
Yeah, but what gave them the faith? I mean, it had cycled through 4 times now. The 5th time, I was going to just have to get out of my car and walk up to that and go, "Will you please do something?" Or get, and if you don't, and I would have something. You know what I would have said? If you don't want to run the light, just get out of my way so I can run the light. I'm not sitting here the rest of the day. And finally, on the 5th time, the first 2 people ran the light, and the next person was able to get half. You know what I mean? And after a couple more cycles through, I got out of there. But I don't know.
Did the light ever start working?
I don't know. If you're at Claremont Mason Ruffin Road, you might still be there. I don't know. This was 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow.
So my question to you is, how differently would you have handled this than I did? And I'll start with you, Tony. Would there have been any difference, or do you know?
I don't know if I would have laid on my horn.
You would have just never laid on it.
I think I might have maybe rolled down the window, see if I could talk to somebody, see what else.
See if anybody else was in on it?
I don't think I would have laid on my horn because, listen, what you're asking is for them to, which may not be easy for everybody, and that is the timing between when because they're waiting for their light to turn.
Yes,
right?
they were waiting for
the light's not going to turn. But that also then requires them to guess the exact kind of when the timing of when they can go. And
yeah, well, you know what? Figure it out.
I think a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with
running the light, even under these circumstances. Well, I think
not when there's other cars that could actually hit them.
Okay, I think you are right. And the reason I think you're right is because of the 40 to 50 cars that were now piled up in my area behind me and around me. I was the only one honking.
Right, and
then nobody else thought to do this. All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yep.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that.
It wouldn't hurt sometimes.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the 3rd car back. And there's 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here. And then the going straight is also red. And that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right. I've got cars on my left. I got 2 in front of me. I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right. You're Chris. Got our playoff pick'em. Going to try to predict here who's going to the Super Bowl. Current standings... Chris is 5-5. I have 16 points. Scraby is 4-6. He has 15 points. Tony's 4-6 with 14 points. So it's very close, but there's not a whole lot of games left. We have a 4-point game and a 2-point game. That's it. For this weekend, Patriots are favored by 4.5 at Denver. Seattle's favored by 2.5 at home against the Rams. Just before we get to our picks, Scraby pointed this out to me earlier. Didn't mean a lot to him, but I do remember this guy, and he was a great quarterback for your 49ers. Scraby, John Brody, an MVP of the National Football League in 1970, died today at the age of 90. So great long life for John Brody. He actually went on the PGA Champions Tour after his NFL career.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Got to be good at everything.
I'm no kidding. John Brodie was a hell of a good quarterback for that era. I don't know, came up short of a Hall of Fame type of player, but won an MVP award. So that's saying
something.
quite a bit. Charger fans would not seemingly have a connection to John Brodie, except for John Brodie was the color commentator with play-by-play Don Criqui on the famous Epic in Miami football game of lore.
Man, so
Brody,
he plays some
played.
NFL quarterback,
Yep.
then
Good
the PGA
broadcaster.
Tour, and then went to broadcasting?
I think broadcasting as he was getting into the PGA Tour, yeah.
Wow.
Brody was born in San Francisco, and anyway, trying to see where he went to college, but I'm not finding that. At 56 years old, he beat Chichi Rodriguez and George
I
Archer
love Chichi.
with a birdie on the first hole of a playoff. So he was pretty good
If you're beating Chichi, you're
in his golf
legit.
days. Yeah, John Brodie was a pretty good little quarterback back in that day.
He also had the cool 2-bar helmet.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
yeah, 1970, Tony. Come on, they
Waiting
hadn't
for a
invented much
broken
more than
nose.
that.
I want the 1-bar helmet back.
No,
And,
somebody's losing their face.
Like, what was the point of that?
What was it stopping?
anyone? It's not going to stop anything. Morton Anderson loved his 1-bar.
Joe Theismann had the 1-bar.
As a quarterback, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
One last thing on Brodie. He was the 49ers all-time passing leader until Joe Montana passed him and was second on the list for a long, long time. All right. Here we go with the picks. And it's a 4-point game and a 2-point game, so it doesn't really matter where we start. Tony, you're trailing at the moment, so we'll let you go first. You can pick which game do you feel more confident in, and who are you picking?
I'm going Seahawks as my 4-pointer.
Seattle, 4 points for Tony. Any thoughts?
I just think their defense is really, really good. I think
Seems locked in.
I think they match up on the outside. I think they're the best defensive team in terms of their cornerbacks, safeties that's remaining in the postseason.
Well, you said, and I'd have to go back and look. You said they had some people out in the last
They
meeting
did.
against the Rams, because that would scare me as a Seahawk fan.
They
with
had
how that game went.
They had, I think they had like 3 defenders out in that game.
Yeah, they're playing good defense right now. Scraby, what's your in second place? So you go second. It's your 4-point game here of the 2, and who are you picking? I like that part of the song.
Me too. The Rams, baby.
Rams for 4, says. Okay.
Because I honestly don't know if the Patriots. I think it's too. I could fall into a trap of they have Jarrett Stidham, so it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if a Mike Vrabel team falls into that trap.
I know.
You going Rams 4? Or you got time
Rams.
to change?
No, Rams.
All right, I'll take the Pats for 4. I tried to talk myself out of it, but I cannot convince myself that a player that hasn't picked up a ball all year and has played 4 games in 6 years is going to be able to win an AFC championship. And if he does it, I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. And I also agree with you, Tony. Mike Vrabel is all that.
Yeah, man.
And the Patriots are 8-0 on the road this year. I don't think they're going to be worried about the weather or the anything. So I'm taking New England for 4. On we go to Tony's pick in that particular game, which is a 2-pointer. I believe you said the Pats earlier.
Yeah, I believe I will take the Pats for 2.
For 2?
I think Mike Vrabel has been fantastic all year.
Scraby agrees with you. Scraby will second that.
What's their quarterback's name? May?
Yes, Drake May.
Drake May has been good enough and hasn't made too many mistakes.
He made a couple last week, but
did.
fortunately, C.J. Stroud made a whole lot more.
Now, that's the thing to keep in mind. I mean, you've mentioned it quite a few times. Rookie quarterbacks, first year going through. He really didn't play that great the last game, but he was bailed out because another quarterback played worse.
Right.
If he doesn't improve that,
yes, Denver could beat them.
Denver could lose. Because here's the thing. I don't think, and I think Chris made this point earlier, I don't think Sean Payton is going to give Stidham a whole lot of opportunity
to mess
it up.
I wouldn't think so. Should be conservative. short passes, get the ball out in the flat to number 12 there, Harvey. Make some plays that way and play defense. Seems to be could work.
Cortland Sutton, remember him?
Yes, the winning answer you had on one of our fantabulous game shows. All right, Scraby, when you got the same game, who do you like here?
Obviously, I have to stay away from the Patriots, so I'll take the Broncos because I've been talking trash about them all year.
This might mean you're seeing the light finally.
I'm seeing the light, but I'm still going with the Broncos.
You're going to pick the Stidham-led Broncos.
I think the Broncos defense, after seeing the Houston defense,
you're buying Sean Payton. Stidham can do this.
No, I am buying that the Broncos defense can force turnovers like the Houston defense did, and I'm hoping that Stidham doesn't throw 4 interceptions like CJ
in the first half, whatever he did. Yeah, well, that's a recipe for a Denver win. I would agree. You also got special teams. Those things can change a game in a hurry.
Yes, they can.
All right, my game on the 2-point is Seattle and the Rams, and if I go back, I picked the Rams in the Super Bowl.
I think you did. Yeah.
And I thought they would beat the Seahawks in the championship game, but I've changed. The Rams defense scares the daylights out of me. They don't seem to be able to really get stops when they need to. I think Seattle is going to get some stops, and that's going to be the difference. Of course, this concern, if you're a Seahawks person, is that old Darnold, turns the game over. And I guess if he does, and I think Seattle's going to miss out on a great chance to go to the Super Bowl because I do think they have the better team overall.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we'll see how that goes. Picks are in, and Scraby's alone on his Rams Denver Super Bowl.
Man,
which at least
Jarrett Stidham Super Bowl,
which would be at least the first time Super Bowl. That's never happened before.
You're gonna give Stafford the regular season MVP and the Super Bowl MVP.
If he gets to play Jarrett Stidham. Both Tony and I have a Patriots Seahawks rematch of the 2014 season classic. Either way, they're going to San Francisco for that game. And I did look up John Brody played at Stanford. Just to finish up the John Brody note. All right, we got our interview of the week coming up, and any last-minute stories to pass along, we'll have them when we return on Gwynn and Chris.
There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off the birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once. Everything was accounted for since it was a scramble, and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off a birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet.
Uh-oh.
Gravy, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for since it was a scramble, and we had an SDSU golf player, Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's Roadrunner. Meet me. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec baseball tournament. It's the SDSU baseball alumni tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble, and Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well, but our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well, so. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but
5:35 as we get to the end of the week. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Scraby. Got a interview of the week. Buster Olney joined us earlier in the week. Talked a little bit about possible. Did we talk a possible lockout with Buster?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Possible heads up lockout. If you're hoping that he'll have good news about that, don't count on
it. Yeah. So we got that. We got some traffic before we get to that. What you got?
Biggest fan.
Biggest fan. Oh, yes, of course. Biggest fan today.
Oh, no.
What happened?
I didn't put the right name in there. Hold on.
Oh, yes.
No.
No, I got it.
Glad I didn't read it.
You know, this is a Matt Scraby problem.
Well, whose name is on there? There is a name on there. Where did you come up with that?
It's just that person was earlier, and I just keep copying it over.
So that person already won today.
Have you already changed it?
Ben Travis.
All right, Ben Travis.
Yes.
That was kind of less than stellar. Give him a little drum roll and some, lead in here. There we go.
Ben Travis.
Very good. Much better. Better. There we go.
Ben 833-288-0973. You qualify for a grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padre game with all of the fan staff later this season. Catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan.
I'm looking for this story before we get to the interview. I know it's 1 second, Scraby. The MMA guy, did you see this?
MMA guy, which one?
He's okay.
That guy.
No, he's a bantamweight, which is a very low weight. His name's Cameron Smotherman. I know. He's supposed to play
for a UFC.
Right. He's supposed to face Ricky Tercios on Saturday at T-Mobile Arena. Fight was canceled today, though. Smotherman successfully weighed in at 135 pounds. And then as soon as he weighed, he just fell and collapsed. And that's it. I mean, he's
trying to cut weight.
Cutting to cut weight.
I don't understand that because once they're done, they can put on all that
Yeah,
weight.
but it was right when he was going to be done.
I mean, he probably just made it like an hour before the weigh-in.
Totally understand why he passed out because
Yeah.
those guys don't drink or eat for like days at a time. But can't they just go and put all the water back in and eat after?
Apparently he couldn't.
I think once you get to the point where you are passing out, I think you've gone too far at that point.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is a little scary, and this is something that I've heard of back in the days of high school wrestling.
Totally.
Right?
Poway had an unbelievable wrestling team. I used to see those guys with those trash bags on trying to cut weight. I mean, it would be like 11 o'clock. They had to lose like 3 pounds.
Yep.
And they would be out there just sweating their faces off.
Yes.
Trying to lose these couple of pounds.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
They almost all the time made it to it.
But is there anything wrong with this in anyone's mind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Just saying.
It's probably not healthy.
Yeah, not healthy at all to pass out after you weigh in. Do you think he's standing up there? Because have you ever had those moments where your vision gets kind of blurry and you're like, uh-oh.
You can listen. You
get up too quick.
Yeah.
You can see those guys who are cutting weight, right? Because they look like they are sick.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as soon as they get done, they got that food ready. Food and water, whatever they're going to have ready to go.
This guy didn't make it to the food and the water.
And, the tough part about that is that payday, whatever he was going to get for that fight,
right,
that goes away.
And now he's got to lose the weight again for the next fight.
Yeah. This would only been his fourth appearance in UFC. Dana don't play too long before he start getting you up out of there. All right, let's check some traffic. And then Buster Olney, our guest of the week.
San Diego after accidents or injury. Here's Kelly Danick.
Still a number of problems out here, guys. One of them is this new crash involving a motorcycle, South 15 before Market Street. Middle lanes blocked for you there. Crash has cleared on westbound 8 before the 163, but now East 8 before Johnson Avenue. Some debris in the roadway may have touched off a crash, blocking middle lanes. Westbound King Freeway before Massachusetts. Tow truck is helping to clear a crash from the fast lane. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
We have none other than Buster Olney on the line right now, calling us from Australia. How are you, Buster?
I'm doing great. Yeah, the other name, Chris, is Carlos Beltran.
Right. Thank you.
Beltran and Andrew Jones look like they're getting, they'll get the phone calls today, and then we'll see how some of the other names progress. But how are you guys doing?
We are so well. Good. We are well. What time is it where you're
having
at?
breakfast, right?
We're only, 5 hours behind you guys, or I guess really technically 19 hours ahead.
Yes,
so it's 9:40 in the morning here, and the sun is up. It's a beautiful day. I'm staying a place about an hour south of Sydney. And the big talk in this area is we've had 4 shark attacks in 4 days.
Man,
stay out of the water.
I texted this to Buster earlier. I said, hey, man, please stay out of the water.
For sure.
He told me too late. So he's already
dipped the toe in, huh?
He's already dipped the toe. I'm glad that the skies look good out there, because it certainly seems like in terms of the baseball skies, it may be falling. The Dodgers get Tucker on a very nice deal for him. I think people are feeling away right now. Bo Bichette then followed. That was the next domino to fall. But just give me your thoughts, Buster, on the signing of Tucker and where we're at from a baseball standpoint and the business standpoint.
Well, I mean, there's no other way to describe the Tucker signing by the Dodgers is pure gluttony. Okay. I mean, think about it.
Good word.
Kyle Tucker becomes the highest paid player at an average annual salary in the history of baseball, $57.1 million, once you factor in the deferred money. Anthony, I agree with you. It's like a great deal for him. He started the new year thinking that he was going to wind up with the Blue Jays. They were offering 10 years and $350 million. And then the Dodgers come in at the last moment, because Kyle Tucker at his best is a great player, and they offer him the richest, salary ever. And you think about the projected lineup, the richest salary ever, that guy might hit 5th in that lineup. And that's why it feels, so gluttonous. It absolutely spurs conversation. Is where, a year away from or later this year, we'll have the labor strife. The owners are probably going to lock out. Then we'll see the players' response. I'm not as pessimistic as a lot of people in my industry are, because there are 2 major questions I think remain to be unanswered. If the owners push for a salary cap, will they actually have enough owners together to force through some kind of a salary cap and potentially lose games? That's what happened in 94, 95. Effectively, the question was on the owner side. And on the player side, it was pretty well demonstrated the last round of negotiations. Players want to play. And I think I've had players privately say to me, look, if a salary cap means more money for more players, why am I looking out for the Juan Sotos of the world? And am I going to shut down the full seasons? It's always reported that, the players are against the salary cap. And I feel like we got to amend that to players' leadership is saying it's against the salary cap. I'm really curious once we get into the weeds of things and we get closer to, potentially losing games, whether or not the rank and file actually would go along with that.
Yeah, you took my question away, so I can't ask it, because that's what I was been thinking about. Is we hear of Bryce Harper, we hear all the guys that make a ton of money, but do all of the guys really want that? Maybe it is best that they can get enough money for all of them. So let me pivot on the Kyle Tucker question. I asked this in the studio, and I don't have the answer. The Mets apparently were offering $50 million for a year. You said the Blue Jays
55, right?
Okay, 55. Why do the Dodgers go 65? Can't they just go 56 or 7? What? It's you talked about gluttony, but it's like they make it almost impossible for anybody to turn that down.
Well, exactly, and it was a total lightning strike. The Mets, I think, clearly thought they were going to get the player, because Steve Cohen, who's active on social media, sent out a tweet early that day saying, we're waiting for the white smoke to appear.
Yes, he did.
He's not sending that out unless he thinks he's going to get the player.
Yeah.
Right. And so all of a sudden, whoop. And that's what I've talked to people. The Mets really weren't aware that the Dodgers were going to be involved. They thought that they had the winning bid. The Dodgers come in. Does Kyle Tucker make them a better team? Yeah, he does. He's another great player. I've always thought, too, that, the one thing we got to remember about baseball, it's not this seamless business run, from the top down. It is a loose confederacy of 30 separate businesses.
Yeah.
All of these teams act in self-interest, which is why I think anybody who, is clamoring for a level playing field, forget it. That horse went out the barn in 1901 with the way the structure is set up in baseball. The hope is, I think, if you're a fan of the Pirates, you're a fan of a small market team, that they could level playing field a little bit, because the Dodgers stuff is it's crazy.
And Buster only joins us here, and it may get worse. I mean, I've seen a report. Freddie Peralta, Dodgers are quietly in on the hunt for him as well.
Well, if we offer him $20 million, they'll offer him $200 million or something.
He can only be acquired via trade, considering he's still a Brewer. But nonetheless, I mean, there's still some pieces on the board, Buster. Where do you think the next domino to fall is?
Well, Cody Bellinger will make his decision maybe later today. The Yankees have an offer on the table, 5 years, $160 million. They could be competing against the Toronto Blue Jays, who missed out on Tucker. Maybe the New York Mets get involved, but I think Cody goes. And then the question is the two star pitchers who have been in the trade market. You mentioned Freddie Peralta, who would fit the Padres, obviously, because his salary in 2026 is only $8 million. Yeah. Like, the value of Freddie Peralta with that low salary for this year is so extraordinary that folks with other teams think the Brewers have to trade him, right? You get a guy the year before he becomes a free agent, he's got that kind of value. You've got to take advantage of that if you're a small market team. So there is an expectation that he's going to move. I'm sure you guys saw the report from earlier today that the Padres have had conversation, which makes sense. And I would never, underestimate A.J. Preller in terms of deal making. But the Dodgers, and it's just going to make fans shake their heads. They probably match up better than any other team for a Freddie Peralta trade. The Mets do as well. Yeah. But the Dodgers, oh, by the way, they have the number one farm system, generally speaking. They have a range of prospects to choose from. And also the other one, too, is Tarek Skubal, right? 2-time Cy Young Award winner. At any point, Scott Harris, their head of baseball ops, could come out and say, we're not trading him. We're done. All those conversations over. We're getting ready for the season. And you know what? He hasn't done that the way Mike Hazen did with Ketel Marte.
The Dodgers are going to get Skubal and Peralta.
It seems like Harris has done everything but say, hey, we're not trading him. He's saying he's keeping all options open.
Yeah, they're really trying.
Exactly. And he's not going to re-sign there, right? And he had this really kind of an ugly arbitration case where the Padres offered $19 million, which when you talk to people with other teams, are like, really? Guys pick the best pitcher on the planet, and that's the number you're throwing out there. And on the flip side, Scott Boras, who represents Skubal's, going for the downs. Like, he's going for a big number to reestablish, some precedent there. And I've heard from other teams, their sense is the Tigers have picked up activity in trade talks with Skubal, in part because that arbitration situation is so ugly. He's not going to stay there after next year. You might as well extract some value. And, yeah, they can talk about we might trade him during the season. Really? In the American League Central, the winnable American League Central, if you're within 2 or 3 games of first place, you're going to trade the best pitcher on the planet?
If you trade him to the Padres, you can do it. Buster Olney is with us. He's in between bites of his toast and Vegemite down there in Australia, and I appreciate him joining us. Hey, the Padres have a 2-pronged question. The ownership thing, anything you're hearing, and maybe even more important to Padre fans, is it even remotely possible the Padres could sell this franchise to somebody who down the road one day would want to move out of San Diego? This great situation. That's my first part. And then 2, if you were the Padres right now, stay the course. Is there anything different you would or could do to try to combat the Dodgers and competing with them?
Yeah, I think you basically, and look, the Padres are never going to be confused with the Brewers when you're talking about payroll, but I think that's probably the road you need to start to assume. The Diamondbacks have been doing that, right? And then pick and choose your spots to get the high end, sign a high end player like the Diamondbacks did with Corbin Burns. You just have to take your shots. But I mean, they're battling the 250-pound heavyweight, and they're 155 pounds. And that's just the reality. That's why we were so fired up, I think, in the industry, how exciting it was that the Dodgers nearly got knocked off by the Padres a couple of years ago.
Right.
I mean, that dynamic is – and, here's the thing, too. The Dodgers don't care. They have fully embraced it. That back in the day when the Red Sox and Yankees were – a great rivalry. The Yankees sometimes would sort of shy away from that, the evil empire. The Dodgers have totally embraced it. Yeah, you're right. We're going to outspend, right now I think their payroll, including their payroll obligations and their luxury tax payments that they have to make, their payroll is about 10 times greater than what the Miami Marlins are going to spend this year. Think about that. 10 times greater.
Yeah. Real quick, would the Padres move? Just on this first question. I mean, could somebody ever think of moving them?
I can't imagine. First off, they I just think that, and I'm not going to say, I've been around baseball long enough to know you never say never.
Right.
But there are just so many things in front of that. We got the labor situation. Tampa Bay, maybe later today, the Rays will finally get a ballpark approved in Hillsborough County and move to Tampa. The A's are moving into a new home at some point. Then Rob Manfred's talking about, picking expansion teams. One's going to be in Nashville, and, we'll see about the other one, Salt Lake City or Portland or wherever they go. So I can't imagine that other owners would say, yeah, it's a good idea to move for any franchise. And look, all you have to do, I think if you were to loosely poll baseball executives, and ask them the question, what's the best baseball atmosphere in the sport for the last 5 years? Padres would win.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
It's a great, it's a great thing. And maybe what you hope for is that the new owners that come in go back to sort of the deep pockets approach, and they are willing to spend some of the dollars to reflect the growing franchise price the way Peter did.
Yeah, no doubt. Real quick, Buster, there could be 2 new inductees going in today. What do you think about possibly Andrew Jones, Carlos Beltran?
Well, I'm excited for Carlos. He would have been in already if not for his role in the Astros sign stealing scandal. He's in. Andrew Jones is going to get in. I think you're going to see Felix Hernandez take a big step forward today. The Hall of Fame, on the other hand, I think has really missed a chance for leadership to get the industry, the sport, past the PED conversation. Manny Ramirez is going to drop off the ballot after this year. I just think it's laughable. The idea that that's going to be a disqualifying factor when we know there almost certainly are guys in the Hall of Fame who took PEDs. I just think it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, good luck to those guys, Buster. Good luck to you, man. Enjoy your stay in Australia, and we'll hopefully get to catch up here soon.
Have a great trip, Buster. Thanks.
That sounds great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Shout out to Buster Olney for giving us some of his time, breaking it down, kind of the landscape at the time. We all know Freddie Peralta ended up going to the Mets, not the Dodgers.
At least not the Dodgers. That's the only saving grace there.
God knows we don't need anything else to piss you guys off anymore.
No, they would have just given him the $66 million they save every year. So.
Or they could give him the $66 million they're going to save next year and just put it on hold.
They can get him next year for that.
You know what? Just take out a futures on this and just keep getting all the money to the players. And $66 million here, $66 million there.
You get $66 million.
You get $66
million. You have something to mention.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that since I did not do a Scraby show yesterday and I didn't know I had actually planned, I'm going to do one on YouTube. So go at the Scraby show. It's a YouTube only thing. And it's informal.
Before we go, I hope you guys enjoyed our overtime yesterday, because I certainly enjoyed that.
The NFL coach talk? Yeah, it was good.
It was a very organic conversation.
It was. And it came from Chris's brain, so I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit.
Something that came from Twitter today was something I reposted on Twitter. It was a baseball great moment. I think all of you who listen to this show take a moment to enjoy it. Has to do with my partner, Tony Gwynn Jr. Look on my Twitter feed. Yes. I think you'll like it. I had a nice smile and enjoyed watching it, so check it out.
You guys have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Yep.